Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets Nest for tonight's first round of the AAA playoffs here in the state of Georgia. GISA first round of playoffs, like we said. I am Brant Daughtry, being joined by Brett Taylor and Kenny Kofer for the first time in a while, making an appearance on the broadcast. Guys, first round of playoffs here tonight.
Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
No, you go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, first time being on air this year, so good to be back, and it's good to see Westfield back in this situation where back at home in the playoffs, right where they belong. Haven't seen it in about 5 years or so since they've had a home game in the playoffs, so I know the fans are excited, and I'm ready to watch it.
Yeah, so we're in the AB Group pregame show. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring our pregame show. But welcoming in, the Hornets are welcoming in the Brookwood Warriors down from Thomasville, Georgia. And the Warriors come in as Region 3 AAA champs. They're 8-3 overall, 3-0 down there in that region. I think there was 4 teams in that region. And like we talked about in the kind of before we came on air, Brent and Kenny, mixed bag of results for both of these squads. I think Brookwood went out, beat Southland pretty handily, but then they lost to a team that Westfield handled pretty easily. Westfield beat both of those teams in Terrell Academy and in Southland. One where they kind of blew them out. That one's the one that Brookwood lost to, and then Southland, it looked like Brookwood was able to handle. So that may be a matchup situation there, but I think it's going to be contrasting styles here in this game. Westfield comes in at 6-2-1 on the season, 2-1 in Region 4 AAAs. They're runners up to John Millage, who is kind of the class at GISA this season. So this should be, like I said, a clash of styles in my opinion. You're going to see a team who likes to chuck it around the yard in Brookwood, and obviously Westfield with a run game under the wing tee.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will move into our keys to the game.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give you those. And I just kind of came up with something pretty quick as far as those go before the game. And in Vining We Trust is key number 1 to me. I think that was the big missing piece last week. You couldn't get Gavin Vining going there against John Millage, which is going to be tough, I think, for anybody to get their quarterback going. They also just need to try to keep everything in front of them on D. They faced some passing teams here this season. Creekside comes to mind, a team who likes to throw it around the yard. Bethlehem Christian comes to mind as well. They gave up a few big plays to them, so I think that's going to be a test here for Westfield. If they can do that, they'll be in good shape. And I think that they just need to let their size and roster win out in the end. I mean, if you go down the roster difference here, Westfield's probably got, I don't know, not 2-1 in numbers, but probably a pretty good advantage when it comes to depth. Mm-hmm. And also size. I mean, if you look at the size here on some of the linemen and whatnot for Brookwood, it's not like they're very big compared to what Westfield's seen, obviously, against John Millage, and we know how big Westfield's line of scrimmage is. So that should be interesting. But from the Brookwood perspective, you look at that, they may not need that much time if they're chunking it, short routes and trying to get it out to their playmakers.
Absolutely. Like you said, Westfield has a really big roster this year. I think the first time they had a disadvantage in number of players was last week against John Millage, who had 27 players in their senior class.
Right.
So a massive football team in Milledgeville, but not facing that tonight here in Perry. Westfield looking to get back on track. Like you said, they are 6-2-1. Losses coming to Gatewood, who is trying to make a three-peat as state champions in AA, and John Millage, who is the favorite to win it this year. We'll take a look at our Synovus Security starting lineups for Westfield. Brett has those.
Yeah, so at quarterback, it's pretty much the usual suspects. And Kenny, I know, has watched this from on his phone this year and has been. I think you came to the first game. You were able to come to the first game.
Yes.
But you're going to see a lot of number 9 Gavin Vining, I would suspect, tonight. That's been kind of the stick that stirs the drink, so to speak, or stirs the coffee, whatever you want to call it. I'm never good at the cliches or the
he's the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah, there you go. I tried to go chip carry there and didn't pull through, and then 2 running backs be number 24 Porter Falk, who's also been kind of a bell cow for Westfield. Number 1 Walker Young. You've got split end number 11 Ricky Black. At tight end number 16 Bryant Greer. The fullback will be the steady number 44 Cameron Kalmbach. The offensive line will look like this: number 58, Andrew Fowler; number 62, Cole Miller; number 55, Luke White; number 72, Tanner Roberson; and rounding out things will be the senior, number 50, Seth Andrews.
And it looks like the captains here, Brett, are At midfield for the coin toss for Westfield, it looks to be number 11, Ricky Black, number 62, Cole Miller, number 22, Ben Lawson, and number 10, Billy Jack Gregory. And across the way for Brookwood, that is number 25, senior Nathan Yoakley.
Yeah, I'm glad you can see that. I think I'm going to have trouble with the numbers in Brookwood's jerseys.
Yeah, I think I am too.
That's one thing I got. My waistline's getting bigger, everything else, but my eyesight's still going.
So we'll see what happens here. Quickly, I'll run through the defensive starters for Westfield. At defensive back, so you got 4 of them. Number 1, Walker Young. Number 3, Noah Blackman. Number 2, Brody McDaniel. Number 26, Bishop Smallwood. Kenny knows this kid pretty well. At linebacker, number 5, Ryan Powers. Ryan has been a very good player for Westfield so far this year. So has number 8, Coleman Williams, number 30, Brady Greer, and then the defensive line, number 62, Cole Miller, number 21, J.B. Bearden, number 50, Seth Andrews, and number 78, Cal Langston. So those are the starters, both offense and defense for Westfield. And the Hornets, we'll see what happens here. They've been able to go on defense just about every week that we've had them so far. At least probably for the last 5 or 6, I would say. They've been on defense first to start the game. So
yeah, and they usually elect to do that if they win the coin toss. So There it is. Westfield wins the toss and defers.
Yep.
Looks like we got Willie White, the white hat tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was a local crew.
Yeah, I remember Willie. Is that not Willie White? Where are y'all from? Where at? Atlanta crew. Okay, I thought it was Willie.
It looks like him, but maybe it's just his doppelganger.
Could be. So we got a crew from Atlanta. They're all traveling all over the state right now. So.
So we're getting set
playoff football, baby.
Yeah, we're getting set here for our Swanson Restaurant kickoff. Westfield getting ready to run out. This is always fun to see how they coordinate who's going to go first and who's going to run through their respective signs.
The Brookwood Warriors coming down.
So this is the first time I saw Coach Fowler post something, Kenny and Brent. This is the first time in 5 years Westfield has hosted a home playoff game.
Yeah, that's where I got it. I saw it on Facebook, and I didn't realize that either. But, that goes to Westfield's glory days 5 years ago when they were 2-time state champs and went to the state championship again or semis that third year.
And there comes Brookwood, and Peyton missed the Westfield coming on the field. That's all right. Yeah. So we're about set for things here from the nest. We'll take a quick look at I've got a graphic here for our this side of the bracket, or the top part of the bracket. You've got playing tonight up at John Millage, number 1 seed John Millage against Creekside, and both of those are region mates. And then obviously here they will face the winner of that game will face the winner of this game, which is the 4 and 5 seed matchups. Westfield, the 4 seed, and this is a new thing, Kenny. I don't know if you heard us last week. I know you watched a little bit of it, but GISA has adopted the Max Preps power rankings, and that was something we were keeping an eye on last week. Westfield stayed at 4 even with their loss to John Millage based on a strength of schedule bump in playing John Millage. Yeah, I don't know how that all works out, but
wow.
Frederica actually blew out Trinity Christian, I think, and they dropped.
Really?
Because Trinity Christian wasn't ranked very high. I guess it's the way the system falls. So anyways, that is what the bracket looks like, and obviously if John Millage holds serve, it'll be a trip to Milledgeville next week for whoever wins this contest.
Yeah, and I think everyone here expects John Millage to win tonight. So we'll probably be headed back there next week. We were there last week.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that score for sure. But we're about set for, again, the Swanson Restaurant kickoff right here from the Hornets Nest in Perry.
And this is the Ronnie Jones Bowl, where Ronnie got his start in the state of Georgia, right, at Brookwood?
I believe so.
And then, obviously, a successful career here at Westfield, and got the field named after him, Ronnie Jones Field.
Yeah, we're at Marvin Arrington Stadium on the campus of Westfield School here. Like you said, Kenny, Ronnie Jones Field.
So Sam Johnson going to handle the kickoff duties. Number 12, Marcus West, and number 25, Nathan Yoakley back deep for the Warriors. We'll see if it gets to him. Westfield has really resorted to a pooch kick for most of this season. We are ready to get underway here in the Hornets' Nest.
Beautiful night for football. 63 degrees in Perry.
It does feel great. And Johnson going to go deep with this one. Going to be caught right behind the 20-yard line, going forward, looking for a hole, and wrapped up just past the 30.
Yeah, I believe that was Ty Joyner on the return for Brookwood that time. So they'll set up shop here at the 33, 1st and 10.
I'm so glad y'all can see the numbers.
Eagle eyes right here, my friend.
Dude, y'all know how I am. I can't see anything.
Coleman Williams going to get credit for the tackle there. He's been a really good player for the Hornets, that backup fullback spot, and playing really good at inside linebacker so far this year.
See what Dallas Forsyth can do at quarterback here, the senior for Brookwood.
Yeah, saw him spin it a couple of times in pregame warmups. He's got a good arm. Going to drop back to pass here. Going to throw over the middle.
Ooh.
Overthrew his receiver, incomplete. Trying to get it, I believe, to number 5. That's T.J. Thomas.
Yeah, he kind of just threw it blindly, to be honest with you, because Thomas, he missed him by a good 3 yards that time. If that went through, it could have been a pick by Billy Jack Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the linebacker was kind of squeezing down on that throwing lane as well from the inside, so a tough throw right there to make. Obviously, it went awry.
Straight drop back again. Going to take one step and let it fly. Great catch.
Man.
That time able to get it to Thomas, and that'll be close to an 8-yard gain.
Holy cow, what a catch.
Yeah, he's got
that was
hands.
that was a window to fit that thing in. Thomas, not the biggest kid, listed at 5'8", 150 pounds, but showing great hands, showing why he's out there as a freshman.
I don't know who was in coverage, but possibly Vining. That was just an extraordinary catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right there on the fingertips. And
That was a very, very tight window that Forsyth was able to put that ball into. Jet sweep motion coming across here, trying to string it out as Westfield, not going to get him. He'll have the first down. Sam Johnson finally throws him out of bounds. That was number 25, Nathan Yoakley on the carry.
Yeah, got to do a better job of actually delivering a lick.
well, that was Brody McDaniel there coming up from the safety position. Looked like he had a beat on him and was going to get him behind the line, but kind of took an inside angle at the tackle and allowed him to get the sideline for the first down.
Y'all know how I am. That's what that hand grabbing and the trying to protect players has done to football. We don't see the big licks anymore. See a lot of let's try to grab.
Same play the other way. Going to have a holding call, but great job getting back there. Gavin Vining swallows him up in the backfield, trying to get it to Thomas on the edge again. And I believe we're going to get a holding call here.
With a negative play, do you think about declining it or do you take it?
I think you think about it, but I think you end up taking it. It'll be first down and 20 instead of second down and 12.
Actually, like you said,
Oh, they called illegal
maybe-
motion.
Illegal motion, they said.
Yeah, I think I'm going to decline that, take the result of the play. It'll be second down and 12. If it was a holding where the flag was, it would have been actually second down and 22. But because it was behind the line of scrimmage, they called it. But
I saw what Brandt did, though. It looked like the left tackle, Westfield's right defensive end here, it looked like he had some pressure up the field, and they kind of grabbed him and turned him. But no call.
Yeah, first and 15 versus second and 12. You'll take that loss of down. Westfield jumped on the play fake. So that'll make it second down and manageable now. It'll be second down and quick math 7.
That's pretty good for a Perry High School product. Not bad.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
I have a theory about that.
What's that? The clapping thing? Or
That should be a legal procedure because he's moving towards the line of scrimmage clapping. You can't move towards the line of
You're
scrimmage.
just calling for the snap. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to by the rule.
Well, it's the
new age,
soup
man.
du jour, so to speak, of any level of football now. Everybody does the clap.
Driving back to pass again. Not there. Now going to scramble forward. Got a hole.
Ooh.
Finally wrapped up and brought down.
That's the one thing for the most part. That front 7 for Westfield is going to deliver a lick.
I believe
Well,
that was
he
number
did-
5, Ryan Powers on the tackle.
He did a good job spinning off that tackle, though, and not letting him get him solid. So good run there by Forsyth.
He tried to make himself skinny. Kenny.
Skinny Kenny.
I said he tried to make himself skinny. Didn't want to get squared up or centered up, like you said.
I'm about to say, I haven't been called Skinny Kenny since I was about 10.
No,
That's a few hamburgers ago.
you're about 4 stomach bugs away from your goal weight, just like me.
So third down and 6. Maybe long 5.
Pass rush on
That's
the
a
way.
hold, no
Forsyth trying to scramble around, still looking. Now going to throw.
No way.
Thrown low and incomplete. Trying to come back for it was number 7, Simon Hilson. Couldn't quite get there, and Westfield has forced a 4th down.
To me, it looked like there was a hold on the outside there on the defensive end when he was trying to break free, but it doesn't really matter. Westfield, fortunately, has the ball fall to the ground. That was going to be a tough play because the ball was thrown low as he rolled to his right. We'll see what happens. A lot of times with these type offenses, you see the quarterback doing a lot of punting, especially with a reduced roster. So are they going to get into a –
Well, this is their second string quarterback who's
number
doing
1, Raj Waldrip on to punt, also the backup quarterback. Low snap, but he's able to handle it, and he'll get it off. And that'll take a big-time Brookwood roll.
I mean, it's going to be poor field position for Westfield, but with the way they like to run things, I don't know if that really – all that does is give them a chance for more stats.
Yep. Yeah, that's a victory there on defense. You gave up a first down or two, but you held them, and now you get the ball 1st and 10 here with, 93 yards in front of you.
Yep. But you can tell already what Brookwood's looking to do. I mean, they want to get the ball.
They're an air raid team.
Short passes in open field and let those athletes run. And Westfield did a pretty good job there trying to corral them. We'll see what adjustments both teams make as the game progresses.
Westfield going to come out in their – actually, no, not their standard wing T look. They got a I think that's Walker Young split out wide here. Fullback dive up the middle. And he's got some room to run. No, excuse me, that's Gavin Vining on the keeper in a foot race. Past the 50, past the 40, being chased down, angling towards the sideline. Still going, stiff arm into the end zone, 91 yards. Gavin Vining, touchdown Hornets.
Wow.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got some speed, boy, and I tell you, he was tiring out at about the 20, but he did a good job of just stiff-arming enough
and angling.
Yeah, had number 7, Jacob Lauderdale, on his back trying to keep up with him, but he just gave him a good stiff arm and walked into the corner of the end zone.
Max made a good point here. My son, he said, he almost did a Daniel Jones. Remember that run he did where he looked like he got sniped from the upper deck, but he kept his feet, though.
Yeah, great job right there. We've seen that from Porter Falk before, too, kind of serpentining his way, trying to keep the defender away from him. But right there, angling towards the end zone. And like you said, Kenny did a good job of stiff-arming the defender.
Number 14, Sam Johnson, on to attempt the extra point. So one play, 91 yards is the drive.
And how big is that for Westfield to establish the quarterback run game in one play? And yeah, number 2, Noah Blackman on for the hold. Brody McDaniel on for the hold.
Kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Westfield with 9 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. We will take a quick break and come back with more here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning, multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
Welcome back here to the Hornets Nest. We have a scoring update from around the GISA. Bullock leads Frederica Academy 7-0 in the middle of the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think they will take on the winner of whoever wins that game will take on the winner of Pinewood and, oh goodness, I can't remember.
Well, it sounds like the GISA did it right at least, as there's the kick. Squib.
On the ground, Squibber. It gets to the 20, still on the ground, and finally diving on it. That's number 16, I believe.
Number 5.
That is number 5, TJ Thomas. Called his name a couple of times.
So it'll be Warrior possession on their own 19-yard line.
But I would say, and that's nice of the GISA to try to regionalize the schedule if you can, limit the travel.
Right.
As much as possible, anyway.
First and 10, Brookwood from the 19-yard line.
I cannot think off the top. I know it's Pinewood, and I can't remember who would be the other team.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Pass complete, and he slipped. He slipped on it. That's number 25, Nathan Yoakley.
Well, that grass, I mean, it is in picture-perfect shape, but that winter rye stuff, you know,
Yep.
it gets a lot of dew on there.
It
and
builds up a dew on it, and it gets really slick really quickly.
So I think that's what Coach was telling Brody McDaniel there, you know, sit down and let them come to you.
Motion, Yoakley. Dallas going to take it himself. He's going to charge ahead and be tackled just past the 35-yard line.
Yeah, just a zone read there.
Dallas Forsyth with a good keeper on the zone read, like you said, straight up the middle. Looked like a power read.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that was just QB power. It looked like to me kind of a Cam Newton-style play.
Yep. First and 10 from the 35. Man, Thomas in motion. Forsyth going to fake it to him, throw it to the flat. Good job getting out there and making the tackle.
Yeah, McDaniel did a great job not trying to get him on the bootleg and staying with the receiver who had broken out in the flat.
It's number 12 on the reception, Marcus West.
Yeah, right now you can tell Brookwood, they want to spread you out, give you a lot of different formation looks, a lot of different eye candy, if you will, and then motion off of that too.
Oh,
Quick pass. Nope, I'm going to get a false start here. I think one of those wide receivers on that far side moved early.
yeah, you can definitely tell the name of the game for them is everything's horizontal, the occasional quick slant, but they're not taking anything downfield as of yet. So Westfield, just keep them in front of you.
So that'll move the ball back. It'll be second down and 15.
And that goes back to a key of the game is just trying to, like you said, keep everything in front
They
of
did
the
it again.
defense.
Yep.
Dang.
Give those 5 they just got right back.
Yep.
All you got to do is watch the ball, boys. Don't listen to anything anybody else says. Just look at that football.
So that'll move it back to where it was, and it'll be like that false start never happened.
What game was I watching? I think it was the Colts and the Packers on Sunday. It was like this. I mean, back and forth, hand up, holding, back. I mean, it was like, goodness gracious.
Can we just play the game?
Yeah.
Play action for Scythe going
Yep.
deep. Overthrows his intended receiver.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
He got there right when the football. That's a bad call.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow.
Sam Johnson going to get flagged. Intended target was number 7, Jacob Lauderdale.
Wow, that is not a good call.
Yeah, I felt like Johnson timed that pretty well.
One.
And against a taller receiver in Lauderdale, he's going to get up underneath him.
Yeah, that's a young back judge there who threw that flag, and he missed that call.
Yeah, that's pretty bad right there. Trying to throw a flag just when you see contact, that's just not very good at all. Got to get in the playoffs. Got to keep your flag in your pocket on that kind of play.
Yeah, be sure of the call. Not guess at it. But
First and 10 from right at midfield.
It's football. Contact is
Hand
allowed.
off to the tailback on the right side, down the far sideline. Good run. Great blocking on the corner there. Marcus West takes it for a big gain.
Yeah, that's the best play they've had so far there. And if you're Westfield, while that was a bad call, you got to overcome it, forget about it, and stiffen up a little bit here.
That and the PI was their best plays.
Yeah,
That's also true.
They got, 28 yards of offense on those last 2 plays.
Play action.
Same
No,
again.
going to give it the handoff again.
Good tackle.
Yeah, great job setting the edge that time. Marcus West on the edge again. Westfield did a better job setting it.
Yeah, he got a hold of that jersey. It was not inside the shoulder pad, so it wasn't a horse collar. Just got the number. So that was a good tackle, only a short gain.
You know, it does not have to be inside the shoulder pad. The ruling is it has to cover up where the nameplate would be. If there's a nameplate or where the nameplate would be.
I think he grabbed the 1 and the 2 right on the back.
Right.
Yeah, you can grab the back, though. Forsyth, straight drop back, getting under pressure, throws it away, bounces straight up in the air, picked off by Gavin Vining down the far sideline.
That's Brody
Still on his
McDaniel.
feet, and Brody McDaniel, far sideline, pick 6 Brody McDaniel.
Wow.
Not only that, but that should be
Illegal touching.
illegal touching because he hit the offensive lineman in the helmet.
That thing bounced straight up in the air.
Yeah, it bounced about 15 feet in the air.
Right off his face.
Yep,
That
and
looked like one
McDaniel
of
just
Kenny's
caught it on a run.
drives. Idiot mark on the top of the golf club, right up in the air.
Yep. Well, there was no flag for that. There should have been a flag for illegal touching, though, but whatever.
Did it hit an offensive lineman?
Yeah,
I
it hit
thought
the offensive
I thought
lineman.
it hit the running back out of the backfield.
No, it hit
in
the
face.
O-lineman.
I think it hit the right tackle.
That's got to be funny. Brent, you were an old offensive lineman. That's one of those you turn
Yeah,
around and
well,
you're like, why are you throwing it to me?
I was like, what just happened? What just hit me in the back of the head? I can't say that never happened to me.
I did somebody throw their helmet at me.
Yeah.
What? There's a penalty somewhere there, I'm sure.
At least I didn't waste a flag.
Sam
Well, it
Johnson's
would've been
kick is up and good. 14-0 Hornets. A great start to this one with 7 minutes and 7 seconds left. We will take a quick break and come back with more right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there. And he does a great job, and I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Welcome back to the Hornets Nest. Westfield up 14-0 with 7 minutes and 7 seconds left, getting ready to kick off here after the 50-yard pick six from Brody McDaniel.
I think that might have actually been 60. I think he caught about the 40-yard line.
Sam Johnson kicks it, caught just in front of the 10-yard line, and he flipped on the grass. That was almost dangerous, but he got everything back underneath him, and it's down at the 15, number 25, Nathan Yoakley.
I think that goes back to what Kenny was talking about with, I know that Coach Camp overseeded a couple weeks ago after the last home game, and that ryegrass coming in, it gets slick, especially when it's been so humid. You get that little layer of dew, like we talked about. I mean, you try to cut off of it, you really got to be careful. At least for the offensive guys, they normally know where they're wanting to run, so it's a little easier. Defensive guys, whew, glad I don't play defense.
TJ Thomas in motion, going to fake it to him. Now Forsyth under pressure, trying to stop and set his feet. Now he's going to try to run with it, and he'll run out of bounds after a gain of 2.
Good job by the Westfield D. They had 4 guys pursuing him. And McDaniel, he's getting yelled at there by Coach Kinsler, but he's probably saying, hey, man, I just got a 60-yard touchdown.
Well, and Kenny,
game's not over, man. You still got to play it.
Oh, yeah.
You and I have always talked about this, about if you're playing a dink and dunk team like this, or you keep everything in front of them and eventually try to let them make a mistake.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Forsyth rolling out here, going to throw on the edge, caught and falling down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 5.
That's always been Kenny's approach to tennis.
That's it, man. Just
get it back over.
Just volley
Keep it
it
in front
back.
of you and
Just volley it back, let them make the mistake.
Yep.
That was Landon Hall there on the reception.
Let them go for the winner, and you just scoop up the interception that bounces off offensive line's helmet.
We almost jumped.
Yeah, Westfield didn't jump that time. 3rd down and 4 play on the way here. High snap, but he handles it. Quick screen out here and
He didn't
read
get it
perfectly. Billy Jack Gregory.
Oh, that is a generous spot there.
Yeah, I don't think he actually caught the ball until he came back behind the 35-yard line, but he gave it.
Woo. That is a super generous spot.
Yeah, I don't know.
He planted there, but I guess my thought was he didn't actually have possession until after.
Billy Jack Gregory did a great job of closing in on it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35.
That's a long throw.
That is a long throw.
That's for
5 yards.
The far side hash over to the sideline.
30-yard throw for 5 yards.
Yep. Thomas in motion, fake the handoff to him under pressure, being chased down. Now escapes, looking for somebody to throw to. Finally does, throws it into the ground, incomplete.
Yeah,
Pressure applied that time by number 16, Bryant Greer.
Seems like to me, Brett,
Quietly had a very good season coming off the edge.
this kind of goes to Trinity Christian of Dublin. I think it was a few years ago. They really like to get their quarterback out on the edges and throw the football. He's thrown a few, don't get me wrong, but anything he's thrown from within the pocket has either been a screen or a quick slant.
Yeah,
Right.
he's not, like you said earlier, he's not really stretching the field vertically right now.
The one time they did it, got a pass interference.
Yep, that's true. Play action.
There he goes.
Now trying to escape, looking for somebody to throw to. Finally, man left all alone, and he dropped it.
That was
all alone, number 12, Marcus West. His defender came up to play the quarterback run, and it fell incomplete.
Yeah, that was Westfield was lucky there. They had two defenders, and they both took off to take the QB and left 12 wide open.
Yeah, I think that was Coleman Williams. He slipped behind, and like you said, one of them's got to stay with him. Once he comes in your zone, you got to become man-to-man defender.
So 3rd down and 10 from the 35.
But a good job right there of getting, like you said, the quarterback out of the pocket and trying to make something happen, and it forces those defenders up.
TJ Thomas in motion, trying to get this Westfield defense to jump, and we're going to get a timeout here from Brookwood. So we will take a timeout with them. We will come right back with more right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow.
3rd down and 10 for Brookwood as we come back from the 35. Forsyth dropping back, trying to throw it an out route, and it'll be incomplete. Fell in front of his receiver.
That's such a long throw.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're not really doing him any favors with these 30-yard pass plays that go about 8-9 yards.
Yeah, no kidding. So 4th down and 10, and Westfield's going to send back number 3, Noah Blackman, to return. I don't know if you heard that, but a fan, I think it was, just screamed "watch the ball" at the boys, and can't blame him.
Not bad advice. He's not wrong.
No. Number 1, Raj Waldrip back to punt this one away. Had a really nice punt that landed inside the 10-yard line. Not going to have that this time. Taken at the 30. Trying to make man miss. Made one guy miss and then fell down himself. So Westfield will get it. Yep. Westfield will have it at the 46.
Noah Blackman. I believe that's Zell Blackman's grandson, I think.
Maybe.
I remember him from back in the day, golfing at House and Lake Country Club when we worked there, Brett.
I'm glad you remember all these names.
Yeah, he owns the screen printing shop there in the corner of Moody and Fagan Mill. Come on, man. Get with the times.
So for some perspective, this will be the second offensive play that Westfield has run tonight.
and they're ahead by 14.
And they're ahead 14 to
and
nothing.
They have 93 yards of offense.
Yeah. With 5 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Look at this defensive alignment there. That's kind of funny.
So I think you should throw it here.
It would definitely catch them off guard. They don't have, their safety is, 7 yards off the line of scrimmage?
Falk in motion, going to give it to Kalmbach straight up the middle. A more modest gain this time. It was a gain of 4. So he's 2nd down and 6.
You can tell this is my first game of the year. I'm like, no, that's Hunter Smallwood with the carry.
Right. It's Josh Jenkins.
I remember Hunter.
Yeah. Long time.
What's that dude? They played at Bama. Now he's at
Giles
Colorado.
Amos.
Giles Amos.
No, he's at Arkansas State now.
Is that where he is?
Red Wolves. Mm-hmm. He started out on fire, beating Kansas State, and then they lose everybody else since. It seems.
With Trey Mason's little brother.
He had a big touchdown last week, too.
Porter Falk in motion, going to get it around this left end. And he's got grass in front of him. Good block in front of him. Now tiptoeing the sideline and pushed out of bounds. That is a fantastic.
52 right there.
Yeah, number 52. I want to shout him out. Hudson McGee. Great lead block there. Absolutely pancaked that defender coming over to help.
Yeah, that was a good run because
it's not very often I get to shout out the lineman, so I always will when I get a chance.
You had a chance when that guy tried to catch it off his face mask, and you didn't.
Again, I thought that was the tailback out of the backfield. So 1st and 10 from the 35 after a big run by Porter Falk.
I mean, it's just like night and day from last week to this week on what Westfield's been able to do offensively.
Falk in motion, going to get it on this end around and caught just past the line of scrimmage. Actually, nope, he got right back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that was
44, I think.
Yeah, Ethan Myers, 6'1", 200-pound senior, did a good job coming out of that linebacker position and cutting through all the traffic and making a good hit on a tough runner, Porter Falk, who knocked his shoe off.
Now you fake that pitch, you come back and run that counter play to the other side.
Westfield's had a lot of success with their counters so far this year. Might see that
just
later
because you
game.
got that backside linebacker over pursuing so much, you would think that would put them in a or out of position on that play.
Gavin Vining going to keep on the end, going to keep on the midline, dragging tacklers and
great job.
Tackled at the 22.
That's one thing that kid does, read that play extraordinarily well.
That is such a fast read, and he does it better than just about anybody.
And the funny thing is, being in this press box, you can hear the coaching staff above us.
And which one it is.
And which one it is, because this is the type of offense that punishes defenses who over-pursue. You know what I mean? Who are too aggressive, and that's exactly what happened. They were in the backfield, but just a perfect read by Vining.
Well, they collapsed down, like you said, on the fullback, and it's got to be one of those offenses that just drives you bananas, too.
Oh, yeah.
Falk in motion, give to Kalmbach straight up the middle. He'll fall forward for a couple.
And those are the plays right there that set up this offense so well because, they're inconsequential. If you're not following the game, you think, oh, man, just a 3-yard gain. That's the stuff that really wears on you and sets up the big plays later on.
And that play won't bust until probably the 3rd or 4th quarter. And then at that point, you've established the ground game so much.
Oh, yeah.
It's just icing on the cake.
It's like watching Army. Right. I mean, Navy, Georgia Tech, Georgia Southern, you name it. Anybody that runs a triple, and this isn't a true triple, but it's a variation of it.
It takes wing T concepts and then applies some option as well into it.
Walker Young in motion, going to fake the handoff. Vining trying to keep it behind him, looking for some blocks, and they chased him down. He'll lose a couple back behind the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, that play was kind of doomed from the start. Like
it just looked like the timing was just a little bit off.
And Myers again on the tackle. He's had a couple good plays here on this drive as he cuts through all the clutter there inside and chases him down from behind. Now
I don't throw here.
No, I think this is 2-down territory.
Right. No. I run the ball. If you pick up a good enough gain, you go for it again. If not, maybe you try Sam Johnson on a kick. But I don't think I necessarily put the ball in the air.
No, I don't think you need to do that right now. You're playing with house money at this point, as well as your defense has been so far. May try that hard count, get him to jump off. Nope.
Oh, fumble.
Ball still on the ground, and that'll be Brookwood's ball.
He had it, too. He had the opening to the outside and just didn't put the ball away.
Yeah, tried to get it to Noah Blackman on that double handoff reverse, and he ended up fumbling it, couldn't get a hold of the handle, couldn't get a hold of the handoff, and the Warriors will take over.
I think he had it, but he just held it a little too far away from his body, trying to make that cut to get to the edge. And they just poked it away. Just got their hand in there.
He had the hole to the outside. He was trying to get there. It was going to be a big play if he could have held on the football.
So 1st and 10 from the 24.
That's got to be a momentum shifter here for Brookwood.
Forsyth, quick pass out. Quick 5 yards out to the 30.
I mean, Westfield's giving them, the cushion here. So if they want to just nickel and dime down the field like that, they can do it all day long.
Yep.
Right.
Like you said, if they're going 5 yards at a time, you'll take that as long as you feel like you can make them make a mistake at some point.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 4 here. Give on the edge. Oh. Now tight roping the sideline, looking for a big gain, and he does. Breaks a tackle. One man to beat in a foot race. Billy Jack Gregory chases him down from behind and kind of shoves him down. Number 12, Marcus West, with a big gain on that zone blocking play.
There's a flag.
All the way back. It's coming back, I think.
There? Where's? Oh, yeah, it is.
That is huge.
That is absolutely massive. It's in a weird spot, but it may end up being holding on that outside edge. Officials are talking about it right now.
It's a 61-yard gain on that run. We'll see if it stands. Looks like it will. What are they going to call here?
What's he calling?
He hasn't called anything yet.
Did he wave it off?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
there
wow.
So no
if
foul
that happens
there.
on Westfield's sideline, you know that doesn't get waved off. Wow.
Oh, okay. It was on Westfield, he said.
No, if it was on Westfield, it would have been declined, not waved off.
Yeah, well, they whoever it was on the far side over there just missed a tackle, just point blank.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
Yep.
I couldn't make out the number over there, but
that was just Westfield getting out-executed on that play. Feel like this defense might be a little shell-shocked from that fumble. You got to bow your neck here.
Oh, they fumbled
the snap. Forsyth gets it back. Now he's going to run for it. He'll pick up a couple, get something out of nothing, and be down to the 5-yard line.
That's one of those, an option-type teams used to doing stuff out of the shotgun sometimes, and then they get under center and they're not used to the exchange.
So 2nd and goal from the 3 as time running down here.
Yeah, 40 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Handoff straight up the middle, looking to fall forward, and they're going to say he's down at the 1. Maybe inside the 1.
They don't have to run another play if they don't want to, as we're down to 23 seconds. Play clock down to 35.
They're wanting to run it, though. They want to get it in before the end of the quarter.
Well, plus I wouldn't want to go all the way back down there.
Right.
Yeah, that's a long way to run. Handoff straight up the middle. Westfield, they get it in. Touchdown, Warriors. Number 44 carries it in, Ethan Myers. So it is 14-6, Brookwood. Just as it looked like Westfield was about to run away with it, Brookwood gets a fumble recovery, takes it a very long way and not very much time, and makes it a ball game.
Yeah, that's one of those things that Westfield struggled with all year, and good teams put teams away early. They don't let them hang around. You got to figure out a way to hold on to the football and not turn it over inside the red zone.
Yeah, I think there's, 2 minutes left in the quarter, and Westfield was on the 20, about to go in to score, and then a fumble and a 61-yard run later, and this game's down to 1 possession.
Yep, 14-point swing. Well, potentially a 14-point swing following this extra point. Bad snap, but able to get it down. And
no, you got it.
Nope.
Wow, it looked like he went to the right side of that upright.
Always look for the shadow, Brett. Always look for the shadow of the upright.
I just wait for the refs to tell me.
There you go.
14-7, we'll stay here. 5.3 seconds left here in the first quarter. Westfield's got to do something on offense to respond here. This will be the first time that Brookwood has kicked off all day. We'll see what that looks like.
Well, it wasn't what Westfield hasn't done. They've been moving the ball pretty much at will. It was just, unfortunately, just the fumble. So I think they'll be fine, but just be sure-handed. Don't do anything crazy. Put 2 hands on the football.
Wow. Tift area, that's the other team on top of Pinewood, 14-7 at half.
Tift area had a good year, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, they had a pretty good quarterback. I forget his name.
Well, and they had that running back. My gosh.
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't know, but he scored like 7 touchdowns one game against Westfield.
They had one game down there at Tift area where Westfield and then went back and forth. I think Wyatt Young had like 3 or 4 touchdowns, and Peyton Black played pretty good. What was that kid's name? Spin Massey. That was it.
Spence, yep.
Spence Massey, yeah.
Yeah, he was a tough country boy.
Oh, Peyton Black.
Maybe he's watching.
I was his center for a year.
Vining had a run that reminded me of Peyton Black last week where he just kind of fell forward. That was kind of Peyton's calling card. Hey, he may not stay up on his feet to go 90, but he was going to get that extra 3 yards.
Nathan Yoakley with an interesting kickoff here, and they're going to kick it deep. Caught at the 15. Wall in front of him, looking for a place to go. I believe this is Walker Young with the ball in his hands, getting the outside, trying the old dead leg move, and he'll get it out past the 40. And that will end the first quarter. Westfield will have it 1st and 10 from their 42 when we come back. 14-7, Westfield leads right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some like problems that they'll give you like some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Welcome back. 1st and 10, first play of the second quarter here. Man in motion, going to give to Walker Young on the edge, looking for a block, and he's got the edge, looking for a way to get past at the 40, trying to get past his man, and will be pushed out at the 35.
What a big play right
Number
there.
5, TJ Thomas, will get credit for the tackle. I'll mark him down at the 38.
But Ricky Black, he did a great job at the outside blocking position. He had a man, and the man turned his back to him, and he did a good job of just pulling up his hand and not getting the easy call for blocking the back. What was that, a
Bishop Smallwood going to come into the game here?
23-yard game?
22, I think. Didn't he get it out of the 40 on the return?
42. 42 on the return.
Okay, so a 20-yard gain, right?
Porter Falk in motion. Gavin Vining going to follow his fullback and be tripped up after a very short gain. Maybe got half a yard.
You know what I would like to see?
And then, of course, the fans from the stands. Boys, you got to block.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I'd like to see
That's
on that
very
play
helpful.
there? Is when he keeps it, he's still got the pitch man out behind him to this right side.
Yeah, turn that into an option play.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool because he had Porter Falk out there.
Just fake it.
Yeah, even
At
draw
least
the
give
defender.
the element.
Right, because he immediately tucks, and that gives lets him know already he's going to run it. Tell you,
Second down and 10.
Got a mismatch out here with the height with Ryan Powers here at the outside. Ooh,
They're going to have 2 men in motion. It'll be illegal motion, and the play didn't go anywhere anyway. Well, it was a pre-snap penalty, so I don't think you can decline it. Play should have been blown dead.
Should have been, yeah.
That's an illegal motion against Westfield, and
illegal shift against the Hornets.
this will be third down, or it should be second down and 15.
No, they declined it, I guess.
You can't decline pre-snap penalties.
I don't know.
You can't because it blows the play dead.
Well, they didn't blow it dead, I think is the problem.
But even if the play continues, you say, hey, no, that play never happened. Certainly did, but that's as far as the officials are concerned. Anyway, third down and 13.
You may have to throw it here.
Maybe. And they will. Vining rolling out to his
He's got
left.
a man, 16.
We're
Holding
going to get
anyway.
a holding call here. Vining puts his head down and gets back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to get a holding call, and I imagine this will be declined.
He had Bryant Greer on the flood route, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah, I think by that point he had already decided he was going to run with it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to punt now.
You just got to stop getting yourself in those situations.
Yep, you can't get in third and long in this offense.
Stay ahead of the chains. And the way you do that is by not taking negative plays. You can't get behind on second down and 9 because you only pick up half a yard on first down.
Cole Miller going to come out and get ready to punt.
Then you start doing things outside of your comfort zone, and it's not a good recipe. I would have gone back to that midline play. They haven't stopped that one yet.
They got Yoakley and Thomas back.
That's a bad punt.
Punt very sideways from Cole Miller. We'll see where they mark this out.
That's going to be close to the 30.
Nope,
right at the 20.
Wow.
All right, fair enough.
I was dead wrong.
Hey, great punt, Cole. So 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Warriors, with a chance to tie this game up. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, this game is kind of taking a different feel to it here in the second quarter for Westfield.
After that fumble.
Well, Westfield, again, it's going to be another game where they have all kinds of rushing yardage, but not a whole lot to show for it on the scoreboard. Not as much as they should have to show for it. and that's, again, what keeps teams in the game.
TJ Thomas in motion. Bryant Greer trying to chase him down, running out of bounds.
He's going to lose
his quarterback. Ooh, he fell down.
Well, yeah.
I think may have hit the bushes. Dallas Forsyth scrambling outside. I think you're right. I think he may have lost a yard.
Yeah, I think he.
Now, you guys played a lot more than I did. I've always wondered, and I guess it has something to do with the offensive lineman being too far downfield. If I'm doing that, I know I'm going to go out of bounds.
Well,
I'm going to throw it.
He lost a ton of yardage. Well, if there's no receiver in the area, then it doesn't matter because intentional grounding there's no such thing as a legal throwaway in high school football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there has to be a receiver in the area, regardless of whether or not you're out of the pocket. Quick throw here to get back to the sticks.
Ooh, good tackle.
Yeah, it was. Big 10-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
That was Billy Jack Gregory, I believe, on the tackle, and good job because he gets down there. He's got the sideline.
Yep.
I think our angle is different because I thought that was going to be 3rd and 5, and it's going to be closer to 3rd and 6.
Nope.
Well, never. If they'll set the marker, they set it down, and now they're resetting it.
You were right the first time, Brett. See?
It's 3rd down and 5 here. Quick throw here. Overthrows his receiver into the sideline. It'll be 4th down and 5. So good stand from Westfield defense there.
That's a gift to Westfield.
Yeah,
he was open.
That was just bad mechanics that time by Forsyth. If you watched him, he didn't set his feet, and he rocked back. You know, he kind of.
I wonder if he was trying to throw it. It was almost like he was trying to throw it over somebody.
Yep.
You know, like trying to get on top of the ball to get it over a defender, but down after that so it could get to the receiver. I don't know.
That's how Cam Newton throws. If you ever watched him, he kind of does
hikes up that front shoulder.
Right.
I think that's just because he's so tall and
Maybe.
so muscular. If I'm Westfield, I stand like 3 yards off the ball here.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we don't jump because it's right there in that territory where it's going to be a 1st down.
Yep.
They don't got anybody back?
Yeah, Vining drifting back, but
they're playing.
Maybe Brookwood runs a lot of fake punts. They do have their backup quarterback in as their punter, but they seem content to let him just punt this one away and see what happens.
That's a good punt.
That's a heck of a punt there. End over end and a roll out right at the 32.
Not bad field position, though.
I guess they figure if somebody was back there, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They couldn't have returned that.
I think they let the clock run, and that was on an incomplete pass because I had 9:30-something, and it was 9:06.
It's 1st and 10 from the 32. It's a 43-yard punt from Raj Waldrop.
Good numbers given there by Jimmy Beelan.
John Millage is up 30-0 in the first half.
Jeez.
Good for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They are a powerhouse of a football team for sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kenny.
You're funny.
Play nice. Play nice.
Play nice in the sandbox, Kenny.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
1st and 10 from the 32. Vining going to keep on that inline. Ooh, big stiff arm down the sideline, coming back inside. Still dragging guys, and finally tackled at the 35. Gavin Vining showing off the moves and the strength there.
Man, I kind of feel bad for TJ Thomas, young freshman there.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
You have to think
he kind of ran into a wall. That wall's name was Vining.
When you're talking about why are they having so much success with a quarterback, well, I mean, you really kind of have an extra blocker with your quarterback running when you think about it.
Yep.
Sideline warning there on Brookwood.
Huh.
That was weird. Complete other side of the field.
Yeah, that's an interesting play to have a sideline warning on.
Yeah, and I think
on
like
that side of the field,
they missed a face mask as well here.
It was very glancing. It didn't really have any effect on the play.
Either that or they pulled his shoulder pad, but I don't know how you see the difference between a shoulder pad or a.
It was a finger. It wasn't much.
No, they blew the whistle.
Yeah, they did. I think they blew it to start the play clock. So Westfield.
I think that was
Westfield hiked that ball before it was ready, but that's on the umpire to make sure that they don't hike the ball before the referee signals for play.
Oh, okay. So the play hadn't even started.
No, he blew the play to start. I think Coach Hodges,
he blew it to start the whistle, and by that time Westfield had already set in motion.
Gotcha.
I think that was Coach Hodges down there that was getting fired up because they blew the whistle, and then Westfield tried to run a play, and it threw Gavin off.
Yep.
I would say that this crew out of Atlanta has had their troubles. I mean, it hadn't really affected the game, I don't think, that much, but
Give to Kalmbach straight up the middle. Spins off a tackle, and he'll fall forward for a gain of 6. Met in the hole, but he spun off the tackler and fell forward for 6 yards.
That's exactly the kind of fullback play you need. Just get those couple extra hard yards and set your offense up. Now you got everything at your disposal. 2nd and 4. I mean, Coach Fowler can pretty much call any play in the playbook right here. This may be a shot play. That may be why you see number 5 coming in the game.
Well, I've noticed it all night. You got Powers out here coming to the near side. And, Ryan's probably, 6'3". And
he's a big kid lined up on TJ Thomas, who's
5'8".
Yeah, 5'8".
And no safety.
Yep. And they're just looking back, looking for Ryan right now. Got it behind him. That'll be a flag. Yeah. Yep. Thomas got there and pretty much put his head in his chest about 3 seconds before the ball got there. That is the easiest call they'll make all night.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do, though. That ball was underthrown, and the receiver has the right to come back for it, and the defender can't play through him, but what's he supposed to do?
I know. I hate I would hate
get your head around and look for the ball.
Yeah, but I would hate to be a cornerback. Man, that is such a hard because it's virtually impossible. But
right, especially if it's underthrown like that.
Yep. Every corner gets beat. Well, here's the thing about football. If you play football, you're going to get beat. It's just a lot more obvious when a corner does it.
Right.
Yeah. But that's good to see Ryan Powers. I know Brett's probably mentioned it, but Ryan, helped coach my son's baseball team. He's such a good kid, and his family's a great family.
He's a good athlete, man.
He is. He had quietly a very good season as a linebacker.
Yeah, I was about to say
pass coverage safety. Give to Porter Falk on that end around, trying to dance around and met in the hole. That's a great tackle.
Man, Ethan Myers again, I think, wasn't it? Or is that 24? No, it was Myers again.
Ethan Myers, Ethan Myers, kind of a big kid, 6'1", 200 pounds.
But I was going to say, I think Powers is probably more impressive on defense than he is on offense. I mean, he's been good with the stand-up route, but he hadn't really got to show you a whole lot on any deep passes.
This offense that Westfield runs is really not built to throw it deep.
All right.
So.
And he's only a sophomore.
Yep.
And he's more known for his baseball. That's what's crazy.
Speed sweep here, trying to get outside, breaks one tackle.
Yep.
Walker Young not going to get out of that.
Got to cut that one up.
Yep.
They did a good job of setting the edge, Brookwood.
Yeah, 56.
Now it's 3rd and a ways.
Chapman Wolfsfelt was the one who set the edge, and give credit to TJ Thomas, the young guy came up, and he's still not strong enough to pull somebody down, but at least he held him.
Yeah.
See, that's a play right
Stopping forward progress counts as a tackle.
That's a play right there where you need to pick up 3 or 4 and get yourself in 3rd and 5. Now you're 3rd and 11.
To be fair, you have had success with that speed sweep tonight. I don't know if I like running it to the short side, but I've never liked running a speed sweep to the short side. Vining going to keep on that midline. Stumble, still on his feet. Cuts back inside. Touchdown. Billy Chad Gregory with the lead back. No, excuse me, that's Ricky Black.
They've solved the riddle, Kenny and Brent, on all the other plays. They have not solved that riddle.
Hey, pull up your keys to the game real quick again. The first one says.
In Vining we trust, right?
Yep. Gavin Vining having a great game so far.
But I think Brant made a great point there. Ricky Black deserves the kudos on that because
it was on an island blocking his defender.
He had the one, I think it was outside linebacker that he had, and he pinned him and allowed Vining to cut back inside for the easy touchdown.
That's a Bob Daughtry stalk block if I've ever seen one right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, you can't do crackback blocks anymore because that's illegal.
No, that was his favorite thing, though.
Oh, it's toss sweep.
Get that slot receiver to crack back. Sam Johnson's kick is up, and it is good. 21-7. Westfield with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left. Westfield leading 21-7 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning, multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
And welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top, 21-7 here with 6:13 to go in the second quarter. The Hornets just capped off a great drive, went 70 yards starting at their own 30-yard line. Sam Johnson in to kick here on the Swanson Restaurant Kickoff. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for helping us out here tonight, bringing this live playoff action as Westfield on top of the Brookwood Warriors, the Region 3 AAA champs. The Hornets have been able to pretty much rush the football all night, especially from the quarterback position. So we'll see what happens here. Sam Johnson to kick off, as I said, all the way back to receive, and I'm probably not going to pick up these numbers, so we'll see how that goes. That one's kicked off. It looks like we've got a flag on the play, maybe a offsides on the kicking team. So it is. It looks like he's making the preliminary indication of an offsides. So that'll push Westfield back to the 35-yard line, I believe. Yep. So that'll move Westfield back to the 35-yard line. And Westfield doesn't kick it very deep to begin with. Trying to make out the numbers down there. I don't know if that's number 20. No, it's not 25. These numbers get bunched up, and I cannot make them out. But Sam Johnson, nonetheless, will be back to kick off for Westfield. Kickoff from the 35. That one's popped up and received there is number 15, Landon Hall, and he'll get to the outside close to the 40-yard line. I believe he'll be down at his own 38-yard line, 39-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Brookwood Warriors from that spot. 6:07 to go here in the quarter, and Westfield on top by 2 scores, 21-7. Brookwood, I believe, went 3 and out the last time they had the football. And we'll see what they can do here. Send a man in motion, fake it, going to run the quarterback run up the middle, and he's tackled after about a 5-yard gain on the play. That's Dallas Forsyth, number 9. Gets about 6 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Warriors. So Forsyth back in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Snaps the ball, looking to go to the outside. Going to throw just a stop route. Good tackle on the outside, but not after they pick up another 1st down with about an 8-yard pickup. So out to the Westfield 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors of Brookwood.
Whew, couple boys out of breath. Coming back up here.
All right, Brant, take it away.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a tall staircase. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 35. Long, deep throw. Hit as he threw. Did he catch that? Yes, he did.
I wonder what this is going to be called, though.
Yeah, I think he got a push off in. We'll see what this back judge calls. I think it's the line judge, actually. Nobody has come and talked to this Whitecap yet.
I think they're doing it. They have that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Huh. I don't know. I mean, I'm 200 yards away from it, but it didn't look like it was so glaringly obvious unless it was a hold. Nonetheless, they made the catch.
So 1st and 10 for the 15 on the deep throw. That's probably the deepest successful pass that they've had all night.
Yeah, Westfield's got to just tackle him if he's going to catch that ball.
Yeah. Motion, man. Quarterback going to keep it and hit in the backfield. Great job. I want to say that was Seth Andrews who got back there.
52.
And the 52,
8.
That's Hudson McGee and Hudson McGee and Coleman Williams.
Is it McGee or McGehee?
McGahee.
Willis McGahee. I don't know.
McGehee. I don't know how to pronounce names. No, he said
Mitch Dale just said McGee.
Yep.
We'll go with it. McGehee.
McGehee.
All right. Well, there you go. McGehee.
I don't think we've called his name a whole lot this year, so I don't know if he's filling in for somebody, but he's playing a heck of a game.
Yeah, I think he's been starting on that line all year.
Oh, wide open.
Oh, wide open in the back of the end zone.
Out of bounds.
Caught. We'll see if these. Yep, he said he got it in.
What happened there? McDaniel, just a busted coverage. I don't think.
Yeah, they saw a crossing route there. I think someone cut in when he went out to the corner of that end zone and was left all alone. Westfield loses him, and it is 21-13 now.
Well, looks like the corner thought they were in zone in a cover 3 where he passes that receiver off to the safety and nobody was over the top. So that's what it looked like to me.
But normally when you're in that short of a field, it's hard to get over there. I don't know. I think you just stick with your man.
I'm just telling you what it looked like to me.
High snap.
High snap almost blocked
How did
it.
he not block that? I didn't
Got very
catch
close to it. It was that's that's Billy Jack Gregory who almost got to it. So 21-13. We'll stay here. 4 minutes 32 seconds left in this one. Brookwood has drawn this back into a one-possession game.
I mean, right now, Westfield to hold serve, they needed to go down and score. To be honest, because they could create some separation coming out at halftime if they're able to score here.
Yep. They do get the ball to start the second half.
But again, it's been the big play that has killed what this reminds me of the Bethlehem Christian game all over again. The same feel to it, the same everything. Gavin Vining pretty much being unstoppable, but you're giving up the big play, one big run, and then they're on the big pass play, and that's kept Brookwood in it.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield has outplayed them tonight, but you're right. Just a couple big plays, and, it's a lot closer than it should be, that's for sure.
But, Brookwood, they kind of have that boom or bust offensive philosophy, if you will. I don't mean for that to sound negative, but that's how a lot of teams have gone these days, and Westfield's more of a methodical approach to their offense. So I don't know if one's better than the other, because if Westfield gets behind the chains, it's hard for them to pick up first downs, but if Brookwood doesn't complete big passes down the field, it's hard for them to score. So pick your poison.
For sure. But if Westfield scores here before half and gets it out to start the second, that's a good recipe.
Yep. Caught at the 20 by the up back. Hit hard and bounces off. This is Porter Falk, I think. Bounced off a tackler.
Collenbach, I think. No, you're right.
Tell you what, whoever it was just delivered a lick.
Yeah, Porter Falk. He got
tackle him.
Usually when that happens, the runner is lower than the guy who hit him. He wasn't. Porter Falk was standing straight up, and he got hit in the chest, and his feet just didn't stop moving.
That's how Sean Shivers runs. You hit him, and you can't get low because he's 5'7", 5'8"?
5'7", 5'6", 5'7", something like that. I believe he's listed at 5'7",
He's like Clyde
170.
Edwards-Helaire. That was how he was last year. You just can't tackle him. He's so small.
Yeah, well, Porter Falk is not 5'7".
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying those lower center of gravity guys are just so hard.
Gavin Vining going to keep around right in, and he is in a foot race. One man to beat, delivers another stiff arm, but chased down this time. Number 25, Nathan Yoakley, tracks him down, but Gavin Vining continues his big night.
Yeah, that was a great run, and Yoakley that time, used that stiff arm as kind of like a fishing concept. He kind of grabbed it and pulled him closer. So give me that arm,
At what point do you think this starts opening up other aspects for Westfield? You know what I mean?
They're going to have to commit to it eventually. Otherwise, Gavin Vining's going to have 300 yards before the end of the night.
Right, he's going to have another record.
I mean, he's got to have 150 right now.
He had 91 on the first play of the game, so he's probably over 150 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have official stats with us. Kenny didn't bring his iPad.
That's Brett's iPad.
That's my iPad. No, I think Charlotte was on it when I left.
Gotcha.
Porter Falk, that play still isn't working very well, but able to get something out of it. Second down and 8.
That's a burn some clock play.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds good to me.
Your defense literally just got off the field. So
that, and you don't want to give them the football back with maybe under a minute if you can help it.
And maybe Gavin needs a bit of a breather too.
I think I'd run a quick trap here or something quick hitting from the fullback position to try to, I don't know, something to work off maybe that quarterback keep, see if you can't get the linebacker thinking, all right, Vining's going to keep this ball right here, and then try to bust something up underneath them.
Second down and 9. Man in motion, going to give to Kalmbach. Nope, Vining going to keep it right behind him.
That's just a quarterback follow play right there.
Yep.
How many times have we seen that throughout?
Well, we got a timeout or?
Timeout Brookwood, I think.
Okay, they're wanting to save some time before half.
Well, they know the same thing we do. If they don't get the ball back and hold serve here, they're going to be in a situation where they're down 3 scores coming out of halftime.
You're right, because Westfield could get it here, go up by 2, and then get it right back at the start of the second half. And
right.
Yep.
So
should be a pretty quick. Hold on. Frederica leads Bullock 14-7, middle of the second quarter.
Where that's in Statesboro or down in?
Yes,
it is.
Bullock was the number 2 seed, number 2 or number 3, the number 3 seed. Pinewood was a 2 seed because Pinewood beat them last week.
And Frederica was the 1.
No, Frederica is the 6 seed. Yeah, Frederica dropped after beating.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that earlier.
Trinity Christian because of their strength of schedule.
I would just be like, nah, we're not going to play today then. Even if I win, I'm going down, so I'm not going to play.
Well, then they'd have a loss.
Oh, I know.
Forfeit.
Man, that barbecue smells good.
Yeah,
Somebody
cooking ribs
smoker.
at halftime.
Smells like they're burning a little pecan.
Something. Smells good, though.
Pecan wood? 3 minutes here, 3rd down and 5 for Westfield. Finding hands off to his fullback. No, excuse me, that was
Falk.
Porter Falk around right end. He got close. I don't think he made it, though.
Go for it.
Burn their last time out.
I'd go for it.
I would, too.
I'd at least try to draw them off sides.
Yeah, Brookwood going to use their final timeout.
4th down and 3 or 2. I'd go.
Yeah, I would, too. I'd give it to Gavin Vining.
Here's what I would do.
Or I'd probably give it to Kalmbach on a quick trap.
I'd go 3 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right, under center, and run a quarterback sneak. I'm serious.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
Take everybody out of the formation. You get and tell them to get as wide as they possibly can.
Weren't you the one complaining about how no one blocks anymore?
They
and
don't.
How everyone's
but formationally,
just
on 4th down and 2, you got to.
Terrible call. I don't like it. Awful. I say you do that same play that keeps working for Vining, where you kind of do that follow up behind fake to the fullback and follow up behind him. Let him become your lead blocker.
I think you do the Tebow jump pass.
with your 5'9" quarterback.
That's true. We've reached the allotment of passes in this first half.
Hey, and that was successful because it was a pass interference
no,
call.
he didn't. Oh, yeah, he did throw it. He tried to throw it twice, but he only threw it once.
The way I look at this, even if you don't get it, they got to go 95.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So 4th down and 3. Westfield is sending their offense back out. We'll see what they do. They're not going in the spread, for anyone curious.
No. I would go to the right side of that line, follow up behind Kalmbach and Falk here. Yep.
Try to draw them off, and now Westfield's going to use one of their timeouts.
Good.
Tried the old hut play. Didn't work.
I like it.
Yep.
I think you're halfway as a coach trying to.
He's going to kick it. He's got Johnson out there with the tee.
Yep.
I don't like that. If you're going to burn the timeout, go for it.
You can't take them with them, you know. You can't take them with you, you know.
Here's the thing. If you kick the field goal, it almost serves the same purpose because it creates a 3-score deficit potentially if you come out and score after half.
Yeah, well, now Johnson's kind of back behind the pack here.
I would go and try to draw them off again.
use your other timeout?
No, just have another play and reset if they don't jump.
Go for it. Go.
Yeah,
Go.
Try to get it cheapy as much as you can.
I'm like all these analytics guys, man. Just go for it all the time.
Mr. Jail just called Kenny Lou Holtz.
That's it, Lou Holtz, baby. Just go for it.
Kenny's like Al Davis. Just win, baby. Just win.
Hey, look what they're doing.
Just go for it, baby.
University of Notre Dame.
See, Coach Fitz is right here with me. Right here.
Hey, it's Fit. What do you call it?
Fitz
what?
Magic.
Fitz Magic.
That's what this microphone does. I'm on his right into his ear.
You don't say that because that's going to get somebody in trouble.
I know. I'm kidding. But watch. That's what they're going to do.
Quarterback sneak straight up the middle. Vining.
First down.
Did he get it? They're going to give it to him.
Who made that call? Thank you.
You said like 17 wide receivers in the center and the quarterback.
So Westfield has it first and goal on a quarterback sneak from Vining.
That play.
Hey, you also called him in the spread, and Max said Tebow jump pass.
Done it.
So you're going to run the wing tee until you need to run a quarterback sneak, and then you're going to go into the spread.
No, but I'm not going to snap it. I'm just going to spread everybody out and keep him under center is what I'm saying.
Well, now I'm doing just like what Westfield's doing right here. I'm not snapping the ball until I'm under 5 seconds.
Right.
Yep.
Because they have no timeouts. That may be the biggest play of the ball game.
Yep, certainly to this point. Now, if they score on this next play, I'm going to give it to that one.
Well, they better hurry now.
Yeah. All right. Well, waited too long that way. Waited too long on that one.
Well, it really doesn't hurt you, though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you're getting a little too cute with it, though.
So Westfield uses 3 timeouts in the span of about 30 seconds.
I think you want to get to the line of scrimmage with about 13 seconds. And have your quarterback control when you snap it.
I would think that. I would think that too. That's probably what Coach Fitz should be telling his offense right now, and Coach Fowler.
Would you knee it here? Knee it here twice and then try to score going in the third down?
Boot.
Well, here.
The Action 6 doesn't like any of us.
Let me just tell you.
That's fine.
I'm a Falcons fan. Todd Gurley doesn't know how to get down. If he does, we're
this announcer sucks.
I mean, he's right. He's not wrong.
Well, who, me?
No.
All of us, I think. Excuse me. He's not wrong. There is a non-commentary option. You can turn your volume down.
Somebody said that?
No, I'm selling them that.
Oh, I got you.
Listen, I do this for fun.
That's it.
I hit him. I blocked him from being able to come.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Being a turd burglar.
Oh.
Billy did we have a fumble?
Nope.
No, excuse me, Porter Falk. He's going to walk into the end zone on the speed sweep. I completely lose where that ball is when it's down there. But Westfield scores to make it 27-14 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in the first half. Pretty effective.
Not bad. They still got 2:11, but they have no timeouts.
That's true.
Right.
And they really don't like to go more than
10
yards at a
He
time.
was talking trash about whoever the new guy was.
Oh, was he?
No. He said, shut up, boy. You soft, you soft.
You are soft.
Is that what he said?
I don't understand.
You are soft.
My comment to anybody
You block the people who are mean to you.
Well, whoever
instead of
makes bad
responding
comments,
like a
like, man, you really paid a lot to watch this too, didn't you?
I'm the only person who has played it.
Free.
Ask YouTube Brock. Anyway, get off of YouTube. It's toxic. 28-14. Sam Johnson's kick is good. With 2 minutes and 11 seconds left, Westfield will get it back to Brookwood.
Swanson Restaurant kickoff.
There you go.
So we think Vining's got over 150.
He's probably to 200 now.
We have 150 viewers.
Do
wow.
we?
All right.
Do we? Thank you all very much.
See, when I come on, that's what happens.
None of them like us, though.
That's okay.
Apparently.
Like I said,
I'm used to that.
The best thing you can say about this broadcast is it's free.
Right.
There you go. That's true.
If you got a problem with it about all the money you've lost, just remember, it's free. So.
That was big. 4th down, gutsy call. Kenny and Fitzmagic just linking up there on the sidelines.
That's it. It killed probably another, 45 seconds off the clock by doing it as well.
Yep.
Right.
So you hold them here, get it back in the second half, and then score again. You feel pretty good about yourself the rest of the way.
Get out of the comment section, Brett.
I'm just looking.
Anyway, yeah, we have 144 people watching at this very moment, so thank you all very much for tuning in. Sam Johnson, short little...
Good hands.
Yep, short little squib kick, count at the 20.
Ooh,
Yoakley
trying to get outside. Yoakley trying to beat on the edge. Gets past Walker Young. Now got one man to beat. Sam Johnson trying to track him down, and he will not get to him. Tyler Yoakley, 80-yard touchdown return.
Everything that was good on that last drive
just got erased.
Yep.
Totally.
Now you got a minute 55.
How do you let that happen on a squib kick?
Yeah, that's you lose lane integrity.
Who had the outside edge over there on that right side?
Well, I believe Walker Young did.
They got outrun.
But, yep. It's tough to outrun Walker.
Man.
But Yoakley managed it. 80-yard touchdown return.
Westfield's just kicking themselves right now because, again, they have dominated this game, and they've allowed 3 big plays, really.
I mean, they might as well try to just kick the ball out of bounds past the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not going to cover any better than that.
Well, your kickoff coverage has been pretty good tonight, except for on that one play. So I think you do away with the squib kick and just go back to whatever else you had. That one almost blocked. Sam Johnson almost got to it.
That is not bueno.
No, not at all. That's
nope. Now back to a one-possession game with 1:55 left.
Terrible. Yeah, you got to, like I said, everything you did well, picking up that 4th down, draining some clock, all that taken away in about 15 seconds on a kick return.
Right.
It's not good. But, hey, you did it before. Maybe you can do it again here. Score.
Well, it'll start with trying to get a good return. Because and if I'm Brookwood, I may look at trying to onside kick this. I mean, they haven't stopped Westfield.
Yeah, and Westfield has had a lot of big plays tonight, especially from Gavin Vining. So
the only thing that hurts
onside
Westfield
kick.
is they only have one timeout now, trying to score with 1:55 and a run-heavy offense.
And then again, like you said, Vining could go 90 yards in one play.
True.
28-21, 1:55 left.
Westfield's got Vining back there alone. Well, they're expecting some kind of squib or onside here.
I would pay attention on onside, especially with you've got mostly linemen on that front line. You do have Ryan Powers. Is that
Rhodes Ham?
Ricky Black, and Rhodes Ham up there.
Ryan Power, yep.
So most of them are offensive linemen, and by that we mean 2 of the 5 are offensive linemen.
Right, and they're right in the middle of the action.
That's true.
They're there to deliver the blows.
Yeah.
Well, it's Yoakley, the guy who returned the last kick.
Going deep here. It'll bounce. Gavin Vining going to take it at the 5, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. Could not hold it. And that is where Westfield will start. It's not ideal. And that's why you usually put 2 returners back.
Well, in the last 20 seconds, Westfield's trying to undo everything else they did for the majority of the first half here.
All that means is that Gavin Vining has a chance at a 95-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
that's how I'm choosing to look at this.
He already has 93-yarder, so if he can add to that here.
Just trying to pad the stats.
Yeah, that's all it is. He knocked it out of bounds intentionally.
That's bad.
It's not great.
Well, that was one of those dangerous ones because if you let it get past you, you don't know if it's going to roll into the end zone.
Yep.
So you're kind of, risky.
Yee.
Vining going to hand off to his fullback, Kalmbach, and he will get
about 9.
About 9.
Right now, I think Coach Fowler and Coach Fitz are probably looking to just try to get to halftime so you don't give them the football back.
They only give him 7. I guess that was the offensive lineman who rolled out in the front of that pile. Yeah, I'm with you, Brett. I think they're just content to try to get this thing to half. And,
I mean, if you bust a big one, then you start hurrying a little bit. But, yeah, right now I think you're trying to pick up a first down to get it to halftime. Brookwood not going away.
Nope.
Westfield kind of
keeping them in it.
Helping them.
I'll admit, about halfway through the first quarter, I thought this thing was going to be over. After that Brody McDaniel pick 6, I was pretty much writing off Brookwood, but give them credit. They've stuck with it. Vining going to keep it, and that time they plugged him up.
Yeah, he got close to the 15-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, it's
under a minute now.
3rd and about half a yard.
Right. But honestly, right here, you can almost pretty much run out the clock.
Yeah, you pick up a first down here. I think this would be the last play. Either way, because the Brookwood has no timeout. So really, this is the last play probably of the first half, unless it's a long touchdown run.
Ooh. Vining going to keep, and he gets hit in the backfield. Fumble, and that is a scoop and score for Brookwood.
Are you serious?
You got to be kidding me.
Holy cow.
Man, with 15 seconds left, Brookwood is an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's awful.
Man, Ty Joyner picks it up and scores.
If you just take a knee on the play, you're going to halftime.
Yeah, it looked like Gavin just kind of got hit from behind on that one.
This has been a disastrous last 2 minutes.
Brett's having a cramp up here in the booth.
I think he just broke the chair in half. Yeah, no kidding. Brett's.
I got a cramp, man.
Good Lord.
He is not good, Max. No, he is not good. Extra point on the way, almost blocked by Walker Young, but couldn't get there in time, and it is tied up with 15 and a half left here in the first half.
What a terrible last 2 minutes of this first half.
Since that Westfield touchdown, just has not looked good.
I mean, I think there was 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, and Westfield was up 28-14.
Yep.
And in 2 minutes flat, it's 28-28. And they haven't run an offensive play to score those two touchdowns.
Nope.
A special teams score and a defensive score. I guess kind of returning the favor. Now we're even on that because that's how Westfield scored their first two.
Yep.
Golly. And we got a tranquilizer gun to put Brett down.
About to say,
he's over
Brett's
here
still cramped
with like a Charlie horse or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to put him down over here. Old Yeller style.
It's only funny because it's not us.
I wish folks could see this.
Oh, it's impressive.
This is what happens in the booth with Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels. It happens all the time.
And Max is going to take a video for us.
There we go.
Post that on the social later.
All right. Now, maybe Westfield can return the favor here and return a kick. How about that?
A kick return here would do wonders for your confidence. At that point, you're just trying to hit the over. Can you gamble on high school football?
Somebody somewhere is.
Somebody set the odds. Ball going to be taken by Porter Falk. Booted around. Now we'll pick it up. Looking for a seam. Out past the 40.
Man, he's
still
going.
jagging. Out past the 45.
Yeah, they'll take a knee and just
with
go in half.
8.2, I think Westfield's going to take a knee and just try to make things not any worse on themselves. You hate that, but you do get the ball to start the second half, and other than 2 turnovers, your offense has played really well today.
Yeah, if you're Westfield after that last mistake, you don't even risk it here.
Yeah, you kind of go into halftime and lick your wounds. Hopefully come out and play better in the second half.
You played good for 22 minutes of 24?
Yep. Statistically, I would wager that Westfield is dominating this game, but Brookwood taking advantage of some miscues, and we are going into the half tied. We will come back with our halftime show right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between a variety of clubs. There's culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club and Try How White and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
I always like to stay inside the car. We can be loud and nobody tells us to be quiet.
That's what I said. Compliment.
Nobody's judging you for what you order. You can get one of everything if you want.
When you're in the truck, it's judgment free. I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know. It just puts me in a good mood.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy.
Spicy.
A little tang.
El crunch. El crunch.
There's a lot of bacon on this thing. It's just oozing.
Delicious.
I just want dessert.
Give me some.
Very indulgent.
Now, this is delicious.
Shaky goodness.
And the nice crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
What about the tots? Tots are everything.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because day before the game and get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between a variety of clubs. There's culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees, and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
I always like to stay inside the car. We can be loud and nobody tells us to be quiet.
That's what I said. Compliment.
Nobody's judging you for what you order. You can get one of everything if you want.
When you're in the truck, it's judgment free. I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know. It just puts me in a good mood.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy.
Spicy. A little tang.
El crunch.
El crunch.
There's a lot of bacon on this thing. It's just oozing.
Delicious.
I just want dessert.
Give me some.
Very indulgent.
Now, this is delicious.
Shaky goodness.
And the nice crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
What about the tots? Tots are everything.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
All right, welcome back here to the halftime show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network, where Westfield and Brookwood are tied at 28 apiece here at the half, as Brant Daughtry, Kenny Kofer, and Max Kofer here on the call from Marvin Arrington Stadium, where Westfield got out to a quick 14-0 lead, and they did it by just one play. They had a 93-yard touchdown run by Gavin Vining, then a pick six by Brody McDaniel. Things were looking good for Westfield, Brant, and then it kind of went a little sideways. And but Westfield regained control, looked good before half. At about 2 minutes to go, it was 28-14, and then went south quickly.
The bottom fell out, we'll say.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Like you said, it was 28-14 with about 2.5 minutes left in the first half, and then things went sideways in a hurry, and it is now tied up. Westfield does get the ball to start the second half, though.
Yeah, they had on the ensuing kickoff after Westfield scores to make it 28-14, Nathan Yoakley returned the squib kick. I believe it was about 80 yards.
Yep.
For the score, outran Westfield's special teams coverage and scored the touchdown to make it 28-21. Then Westfield, after a misplay on special teams themselves, in which Gavin Vining couldn't get control of it, knocks it out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Westfield fumbles with 15 seconds left before half. It's picked up and scored by Ty Joyner, and the extra point was good. At that point, it was 28-28. Westfield got the kickoff, took a knee, and that's where we stand now. 28 all here at half, and Brett Taylor moved upstairs to do the camera. Peyton had to go and take care of some business, and Brant's doing some musical chairs over here on one side of me.
Yeah, well, we joked about how he sounded like he broke the chair when he caught that cramp earlier.
But he really did?
I think he actually broke his chair.
So we got some shuffling here. We got Max joining us. Max, what did you think there the first half, bud?
It was a hard-fought battle with Westfield going up big. I thought that Brookwood would not catch up, but they certainly sticked in hard-fought and good defense and good offense on both sides of the football.
Yeah, so far, I mean, we're right back to where we started here at the beginning of the game, all tied 28-28. Westfield gets the football coming out of the second half, Brant, and you know, for Westfield, it hasn't really been anything they've done bad on offense. They have had 2 turnovers, oddly enough. One of them directly led to points on that last touchdown. But if you're Westfield, really just do what you were doing. Just hang on to the ball, a little bit better ball security.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, just Westfield, it really feels like Westfield should be dominating this game, but they're not, simply because of a couple of miscues. You had a couple of turnovers. You had a bad special teams play. And that's really what has kept Brookwood in this game. And like you said, it is a new game right now. You're coming out in the second half. Everything is tied. You got to come out and you have to execute. And you feel like like you said earlier, you're a better team than Brookwood is. So you just have to get yourself behind you. You have to keep your heads in it, and you should come away with a win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield just numerous things they can point to in that first half for why they're not way out in front in this game. We talk about special team coverage. There's no reason that return should have happened for Brookwood with Yoakley returning that kick. And then, you know, just kind of inexcusable there, fumbling the football inside your own 20-yard line before half. You just, at the very least, you don't do anything. Just take it up the middle. Don't try to get, you know, horizontal on anything. That's what happened. They poked it out from behind. Just eliminate these big mental lapses, and Westfield will be just fine, I think, going forward. So, Brent, we got about, 2.5 minutes or so before we get back to play. They'll come out, do some more stretching, but we'll go ahead and take another break and then come back and set the scene for half number 2 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between a variety of clubs. There's culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri High Y and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield. At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. you can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield. At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y. I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance. For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
We're back.
And welcome back here. About a minute away, the teams have come back on the field. They're stretching here before halftime. And last scoring updates we had, I think it was 14-13 was the score in the Bullock and Frederica game. I think it was Frederica who was in the lead in that one. So a tight one down in Statesboro going on between those two teams. And then here, of course, it's 28-28, your score with Westfield and Brookwood locked up in a Big 12 type shootout.
Yeah, you could say that.
Although that's kind of becoming the SEC now, right? So
yeah, well, defense is at a premium this year for sure, all around football.
And Westfield's defense has played pretty well. I mean, again, they've had a special team score and a defensive score for Brookwood. But
again, it feels like Westfield has been the better team here today. Statistically, they're ahead, but just you can't keep making mental mistakes and letting Brookwood back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield, both teams, I mean, this is pretty evenly matched. Westfield has scored a defensive touchdown. So has the Brookwood Warriors. But the special teams touchdown really the difference so far, and that's why we're tied. So Westfield will start with the football here to start the third quarter as we get set for the Swanson Restaurant kickoff.
If you missed our halftime show, we've had a little bit of shuffling in the personnel in the booth.
Yes.
So Brett's going to be running our camera. I'm going to be running the computer, doing some color commentary, and Kenny is going to be taking over the play-by-play.
And we even got young Max here to occasionally drop some knowledge on us as we...
Max, the expert.
That's it. The only 10-year-old I know that can claim some things on me sometimes that I didn't even know. So
thanks for the respect.
So we're getting set here. It'll be Yoakley kicking off for Brookwood. And back deep to receive for Westfield is Noah Blackman and Walker Young. Westfield hoping to have a successful drive here and get back in the lead. There's a squib kick picked up by the up man and coming up the middle of the field and across the 40 out to the 47-yard line. Good start. Starting field position here for Westfield as that was number 8, and that is Coleman Williams on the return.
A pretty good return there. Just got the ball and then just followed your blocker straight up the middle, and it worked out.
Special teams is something at this level of football here in high school that is tough to be good at. I mean, we've seen Westfield now with great field position, and Westfield also had their problems on their other side of defending the kickoffs as well. So wing T set here with Vining. Puts a man in motion, and he hands it off to the near side. That's Walker Young. Good block on the edge. Young's got inside the 40 and out of bounds there right at the 40-yard line. It's pick up a 12 yards. Good run that time by Walker Young.
Really was. Just took that speed sweep and outran the defenders to the edge. Walker Young, he's fast.
Walker Young, great Young out there to the left. Good block on the left outside and the inside. Good cut to the outside by Walker Young.
Yeah, it was. Good job by Walker, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Westfield Hornets here at the 40. Black will sprint out to the right side of Viney. Wings to either side. Kallenbach, the fullback, gives it inside. And Blackman gets out of the first tackle attempt and picks up positive yards, not much, maybe a yard to the 39-yard line. That kind of confused me there, the way he did that spin out reverse.
Yeah. That's that, what do we call that? We call that Sally at Perry. It's just another way to run a counter off of that jet sweep motion.
Yeah, you try to get the defense thinking in different ways here. Try to get him, going against their tendencies and see if you can catch them off track and set up something down the road. And the handoff this time goes off to Falk, and a good tackle from behind. He's had a great game. That's number 44, Ethan Myers, for no gain on the play.
Yeah, Myers just kind of chased that thing down.
Just an all-out good play by the Warriors defense, getting in the backfield and stopping Westfield in the tracks.
That was Myers. As I've said, he scored the touchdown at the fullback position, and then he's also made a number of plays from his linebacker spot here on the defensive side. Now Westfield in a long 3rd down and 9 situation just underway here in the 3rd quarter in a tie ball game. Powers split out here to the left. Single coverage on him. They're going to look to pass. They're going to go deep down Powers' way, and he's got it inside the 10, down to the 5.
Oh, boy, that was beautiful.
Dropped it in the bucket.
That is the best pass play that Westfield has run all year.
Right in the bread basket.
That was.
QB Galvin Vining with the absolute dot to number 5, Ryan Powers.
It was a great play. And now Westfield 1st and goal here at the 5-yard line for the Westfield Hornets. That was a gain of, 34 yards on the pass reception to Ryan Powers. Put the man in motion, and they'll give it off. And that is to Wyatt Young, and he's in for the touchdown. Westfield Hornets retake the lead, but there is a flag in the backfield that's probably coming back.
Yeah, Walker Young got it. That speed sweep has had a lot of success tonight. But like you said, probably a hold.
Yeah, it's in the area of holding.
And that's the preliminary signal.
And no call yet. Yeah, of course, they're going to accept it. I mean.
Yeah, you take away a touchdown with that.
Right. He's looking to that far sideline, asking him, though, are you going to do it? So, holding on Westfield. That'll push it back 10 yards. So, that negates a touchdown play.
It should be 1st and 15, excuse me.
Or first and goal from the 16.
There you go.
If that would have counted, that would have been a great first drive coming out, starting the second half by Westfield, but looking to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, we'll see what they do as they have it now 1st and goal at the 16, and then had some motion there, no call. Vining steps inside, loses his footing as he dives down to the 10-yard line. He picks up 6. But it looked like he had a lane there, Brant, but he just couldn't keep his footing.
Yeah, he had a hole there, and I think he expected to get hit, so he felt like he was going to. That didn't make much sense, did it? I feel like he expected to get hit, so he braced to get hit, and then he didn't get hit, so he fell down.
Yeah, that's one of those things. You get your forward motion leaning that way. You're thinking the guy's going to hit you, it's going to straighten you back up, but nobody did.
But just ready to take a hit, but doesn't get hit, so braces for it and just doesn't work out, so has to fall.
So it's 2nd and goal here at the 10. Man in motion, and it's the handoff. Walker Young trying to cut inside, but guess who? Ethan Myers there again, another tackle, but a flag down in the backfield.
That was a flag very, very late coming in from the backside. Porter Falk was supposed to block Myers, but he overran him. And that.
Do you think he reached back trying to grab him, maybe?
I don't think so. This feels like
face mask?
Yeah, it feels like a face mask or a late hit, but I didn't see anything of that nature.
Well, Falk is talking to somebody, and it's on Westfield because they're walking backwards. So they're going the wrong direction after the big pass play.
Yep.
And it's a personal foul on Westfield. Judging by who was in the area, it has to be on Porter Falk.
Yeah, that's what it feels like for sure.
This drive has been going pretty well for Westfield, but these last 4 plays have been going downhill. So they're going to get it from about the 30.
Yeah, 30-yard line. So they went from
That's right on the 30.
Yeah,
Second and goal from the 30 is not where you want to be.
No,
Not at all, but close to field goal range.
It's close.
Well,
yeah, it'll be a long one though. You love to get a touchdown out of this, but you put yourself in a bad spot.
Yeah, but I'm going to Gavin Vining here. He's been your go-to guy. He's had the best game out of anybody, and now another stoppage of play.
Yeah, what's he thinking now?
Looks like a challenge.
Well, there's no challenge.
He's not going to challenge high school football.
But I get what you're saying, mate. I think there was a coach talking to him, and I think he's trying to estimate the spot. I think the foul happened right about the 15, right?
Yep.
So 15 yards, put it at the 30, unless he's saying it happened at the 20. I don't know. We'll have to see what the referee, I think they've determined the spot is correct.
As we replay.
Well, no, it'll be second down and goal still. So, see what they do here with 9:02 left to go in this third quarter. Westfield with second and goal from the 30. And I'm speaking correctly when I say it's second and goal from the 30.
Yeah, this is not where you want to be, but it is factual.
Going to Ryan Powers again and a little bit too far. Yoakley kind of stood him up at the line that time and threw that pass play off.
Yeah, they've kind of moved T.J. Thomas off of Ryan Powers, and with good reason. He's the deep threat for the Hornets, and Thomas was kind of getting cooked a little bit over there.
Looks like they will take a field goal.
Well, now it's
only
third
down.
Third down now, buddy.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. It's a third down and goal. We'll see. And even still, I don't think they would, because this would be a 47-yarder if they don't pick up any more.
Yeah, that'd be a very, very long field goal.
For high school.
Yeah, no doubt. For anybody.
To be fair.
Well, in college and high school, yeah. Some pro kickers. But now they're going to the good job here. Now they got Powers on the right side, and they've switched him so he has to line up with Thomas. They're going to roll that way. They're going to look to throw. He's going to throw across his body, and it's going to be almost picked.
Yeah, I don't really like that. I understand what they're trying to do. You're trying to isolate your best receiver on a weaker corner, but you get Gavin Vining rolling to his right as a left-handed quarterback. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I would not roll
now
him.
you may have to punt on 4th and goal. Sam Johnson does not have the biggest leg.
No, and this is, I think you're right. I think they're going to have to possibly punt here. I mean, this drive went backwards quickly.
Yeah, a couple of penalties, they're bringing the offense back out there.
Well, they got 3 wide receivers. They got 1 here, or 4.
You may see a pooch punt here. You're out of the shotgun. Let's see what they do.
Gutsy call.
Nope, Vining running around with it.
He's not going to be able to do anything here. They got to score. And it's picked off. That actually works out better for Westfield, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, that's...
Yep, they get it at the...
Give him the stat. And
18-yard line. No, they're going to say he was out of bounds.
No. Well...
Where's this guy marking the football?
Should be at the 30.
Okay, he's returning the football. That was a Westfield football. I got you.
Right.
I was wondering what he was doing. So, it's kind of inexplicable.
You really feel like you should have scored a touchdown there, but that holding on that touchdown by Walker Young came back to bite you.
Yeah, I mean, you scored, got 6, and you're right. After that, you had the hold, then the personal foul, and you turned it over.
Now this defense is to come out here. They have to focus up, and a turnover would be huge here for Westfield.
That was a 4 or 3.5 minute drive that resulted in no points for Westfield.
Yep. Got down to the 5.
And then put in reverse. Quarterback keeper to the far side, and a good job of getting there in pursuit that time by Bryant Greer, who brings him down.
Good tackle by Greer, getting good tackle.
Yeah, that was number 9, Dallas Forsyth. See, that's one thing, Brent, I've always had a problem with quarterbacks sometimes. You telegraph that it's a keeper the minute you tuck it.
Yep.
If you keep it out like you could possibly throw it, you give that defense a little bit less time to react. Got a man wide open, a catch. Is he in bounds?
Nope, they're going to say he was out of bounds. He tried to drag those feet, though.
Ooh, and he's hurt, I think. Nope, he's all right. Billy Jack Gregory. Man, that was almost a...
Tony Toe Tap.
Yeah, Tony Toe Tap over there, dragging the back foot.
Trying to do Julio.
Julio in the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Bad memories.
Julio Jones deserves better.
He does. Well, just that quickly, it's 3rd down and 17 now.
Yep.
Big D by Westfield could stop
Yeah,
Good field position.
Brian Greer forcing that negative play.
Put him behind the chains.
Yep, could loom large for Westfield.
Westfield trying to keep them all in front. They're going to go deep, and he's got a man just too far.
Boy.
Man, he had Yoakley. What do we got?
It looks like a hold. It's in the area of holding.
Well, no, it's also in the hold over there on that line, Judge. I think it might be illegal motion, something like that.
Good throw by Forsyth there.
Yeah, he has a good arm.
Missed. Yep, it'll be an illegal motion.
Anytime it's on that far on the sideline, yeah.
Again, I don't think you can decline that because it's supposed to make the play dead. But
yeah.
Anyway, whatever. What do I know?
Right. Well, Westfield, hats off to the defense there. After your offense kind of sputtered, you came back out and held them to a 3-and-out here, and now forced the punt.
Yep.
2 back-to-back 3-and-outs for both teams. Big defense stopping the offense.
Yeah. So now on to punt will be Raj Waldrop. Back deep, Noah Blackman. Wobbly kick taken by Blackman at the 45. Blackman across the 50. Trying the far side. And he cuts and spins inside the 45 and thrown out of bounds there at the 42-yard line. So, oddly enough, Westfield turned it over on downs at the 30. They get it now at the 42. So, really, they lost just 12 yards of field position.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse. You're glad your defense stiffened up there, but you have to score on this one.
Absolutely. It's still a tie game, 28-28. It feels like Westfield is in control, but they're still tied.
Yeah, it's been a very destructive half for both teams, as Westfield will get it about from the 42.
So we'll see what Westfield does here. They're going the wing tee set.
Back for the snap, Vining.
Yeah, Vining. Look at there's that move. He's been doing it all day long.
Following his fullback, dragging tacklers.
Oh, look at that.
Boy. Oh, boy.
Beautiful touchdown.
Yeah, boy. They went for the strip, and that was number 7, Jacob Lauderdale. Did not get it, and that's the Falcons do that a lot. They always go for the strip rather than the sure tackle, and that's what happens. If you don't get it, you let a touchdown happen, and that's a 42-yard touchdown run by Gavin Vining.
That's rare.
You think he's close to 200? You think he's close to 300 yet?
You know what? I think the stat man is up there near Brett. I might ask him if you can ask him and see if he can give us a true number here. So,
very good return by Vining.
Yeah, he's
his second or third touchdown of the night.
I think that's his third, right? I think
so.
Extra point on the way from Sam Johnson. The hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:32 to go in this third quarter, Westfield regains the lead. They lead 35-28 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Houston Healthcare is an award-winning multifaceted healthcare provider with locations throughout Houston County, including 2 hospitals, 3 urgent care med stops, Women's Center, Heart Institute, surgery and rehabilitation services, and a variety of physician practices, serving the needs of residents and patients from all over Central and South Georgia, with over 2,000 healthcare professionals committed to providing the best possible healthcare for our community. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care, closer to home.
Welcome back here. 7:32 to go in this third quarter. Westfield retakes the lead, 35-28, as we get ready for the Swanson Restaurant kickoff from Sam Johnson. And hopefully Westfield, I kind of take the Brett Taylor philosophy here. Just kick it out of bounds, honestly. And they squib it again. And what do we got here? False start?
No, you usually.
Or all sides? Yeah, but normally you let the kick go through.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
No, it's dead ball. And okay, in high school it is. Okay. So offsides on Westfield, and I know in the pros and college, but this is not that. That normally they allow it to continue and then just give 5 yards to the end of the kick. But yeah, if I'm Westfield here with the lack of coverage they've had tonight, I might just kick it out of bounds. Let them have it at the 40 or whatever it is.
It's a re-kick by the number 14 kicker for Westfield. Sam Johnson will kick it off to start off the second drive for the Warriors.
Yeah, with 7:32 to go here, it's the Swanson Restaurant kickoff. Brett Taylor upstairs on camera tonight. He had a DL injury, had to put him on the DL. And Brett's the only guy I know that can pull a muscle commentating a game.
Just sitting down.
Yeah. And that's picked up at the 30 on the squib, up the middle of the field, and brought down at the 45 was number 21, Ty Joyner, and that's where they'll start this drive again. Kick it out of bounds. They'd had it at the 40. Just me.
Well, quit kicking it on the ground.
Yeah.
When you kick it in the air, you've had some pretty good coverage, even when it wasn't going that far. But every time you kick it on the ground, they get pretty good field position out of it.
So now the Warriors will start here, first down and 10 at their 45. Great field position for them as they trail by a touchdown. They got 4 wides. Single back beside the quarterback is West. Looking to pass, going over to the far side and incomplete, looking for TJ Thomas. Thomas that time. I tell you, they are not doing Dallas Forsyth any favors with making him throw it across the field.
Throwing it, in high school, the hashes are so wide, and he's throwing all the way to the other sideline. That's a very, very long throw for not a whole lot of gain.
Yeah, I mean, at most, he catches that, and if he goes down, that's a 5-yard gain, and you threw it from this near hash to the numbers on the far side. That's a long throw.
Forsyth's got a good throw. He just needs a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, right there, same thing. You're right. He had the power to get it over there, but just could not, I think
he overthrew that one, actually.
Yeah, I think he thought maybe Thomas was going to cut up the field and kind of hit him in stride, but it's now 3rd down and 10.
Can Westfield send the Warriors 3 and out once again?
We'll see. They did the last time. You're right. And Westfield's going to play here with a 3-down lineman and 4 linebackers. They're going to go deep over to the far side. They finally hit the pass, and he slips down at the 47-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards short. It'll be 4th down and 2. So they tried that play 3 times in a row pretty much and finally converted on it. And now, do they go for it on 4th and 2? I think you do.
Yeah, the way Westfield's offense has been able to march up and down the field more or less tonight, you probably need this. You want to hold serve as much as possible.
And it looks like they will line up here.
And you heard a fan screaming, "Watch the ball." I certainly would be screaming that as a coach.
They're going to go under center with a single back. Oh, he was moving. Yeah, that should be a timeout called, I think. Is it? Yep, timeout by Brookwood. I saw the fullback rocking a little bit forward, Ethan Myers. So, Brent, you want to take a quick timeout?
Yes, we can.
And we'll come back after this. 6:41 to go in the 3rd. Westfield up by 7 on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there.
And we're back here as we get set for the 4th down and 2 for Brookwood here at the 47 of Westfield. Westfield looking for the stop here, trying to get the ball back. They're going to roll the quarterback out here near side. A little run pass option. He's going to throw, and it's too high. Incomplete. He was looking for Thomas, and the pass ball is incomplete. Turnover on downs back to Westfield.
Forsyth, with a good rollout right there, obviously thinking he could have number 5, TJ Thomas, over a little lateral play right there, but just didn't have the angle, and a good stop by Westfield.
Yeah, threw it just a little bit too high. I like that play call, though. You give your quarterback that option,
Roll that quarterback out and try to hit something in the flat, give him a couple of levels to throw to, but Westfield did a great job of covering up everybody. They didn't lose anything, and now Gavin Vining and the offense going to come out and try to put this game back at 2 scores.
So here comes Westfield, and had a good drive the last time. Got some points on the board on a long run by Gavin Vining, and now looking to add to it here as they lead by 7. And they'll hand it off here near side. And what a tackle. Guess who again?
Boy.
Ethan Myers. No,
Yeah,
not
late.
many. Not many people can hit Porter Falk like that.
No, stretched it in the backfield and laid a lick on him.
That's a good body shape for
Porter Falk.
Porter Falk. He's got a good body shape and is a very strong man to bring down, but good stop by the Warriors there.
Definitely. That's a loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 12, and not the way you want to start this drive, getting behind the chains.
Yeah, so just under 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Porter Falk, this has probably been his worst game as a Hornet, barring last week against John Millage, where everyone had a bad week. And there goes Gavin Vining going nowhere.
Yeah, good penetration that time from the Brookwood defense. That was number 18, Grant Gaston, the sophomore, came up right through the middle and got a hold of Vining and brought him down. Now Westfield, not where they want to be. 3rd down and 17. This is normally where you look for either just a straight-up run up the middle, or do you look for Ryan Powers possibly?
Yeah, I'm thinking Ryan Powers on the edge or a keeper by Gavin Vining. But honestly, you just ran that and didn't have much success out of it. So we'll see what Powers can do on this one if they go to him.
Yeah, he's coming out here split out to the near side. They're going to have Yoakley on him.
And I think the Warriors are in blitz formation, I think.
Well, let's see. They got 3 down linemen. They got their outside linebackers. Look, they might bring some pressure.
One receiver out to the left.
And he's going to step up, and he's going to run it. And nowhere to go. He picks up 3. I think that was a design QB draw, kind of spreading them out.
He tucked it and went very quickly.
So they want to risk an interception, something like that.
Right. Go ahead and punt it. You feel like your defense is done pretty well tonight, even though the opposing team has 28 points. Usually that's not a very good sign, but the defense has played pretty well, just other miscues elsewhere.
So now on the punt will be number 62, Cole Miller. Back deep to receive is Yoakley and Thomas for Brookwood. Snap, the punt. It's a wobbly kick. It'll be taken by Yoakley at the 23. Do a little reverse, and they run right into him, but he breaks the tackle to Thomas. But nowhere to go. He gets brought down right there at about the 22.
And, you know, just on a big stage in the playoffs like this, both teams have stepped up and played good defense and offense on both sides of the football. Let's see what the Warriors can do on 1st and 10 from about the 28 or 9.
Or 23. Yep, 23. As 4:09 left to go here in this third quarter. Again, a back and forth affair. Westfield looked like they were going to run away with it early. A couple bad plays go against them in the end of the second quarter. Brought it tied, and Westfield takes the lead here in the third and looking to hang on to it as Brookwood starts this drive, 1st and 10. Forsythe in shotgun. He's got 4 wides. And Westfield jumps offside. Nope, they never went. So good job by them.
Didn't cross the plane. They definitely jumped, but they didn't cross the plane.
I guess that's why you line up about a yard or 2 off the ball sometimes.
Yeah. Can also disrupt traps if you're lining up that far.
And a quick hitter complete, and that should be enough for a 1st down as he finds number 25, Yoakley. 1st and 10 for Brookwood.
Myers has certainly been doing the claps a lot, throwing Westfield off guard, but Westfield has noticed and has started, not jumping. They'll still jump, but, don't jump fully. They'll just only move their back legs.
Yeah, so that way they don't get the penalty called. But now it's 1st down and 10 here. And here he goes, looking to pass, looking left, pump fakes. It's a pump and go. Oh, wow. You know what, though? Hey, I actually like that. He knew he was beat.
Yeah, just went ahead and tackled him.
Yeah.
That's
Billy Jack Gregory, just the most blatant of all blatant pass interference penalties.
Yeah.
But if you know you're about to give up 6, you'd rather give up 15 yards.
Right.
It's better than giving up 6 points and putting your team in a bad position.
Exactly. Yeah, just might as well. Hey, that's 10-year-old knowledge right there, peeps. Look at him, man. He's giving you some knuckles. That's like in soccer. If you know a guy's got a breakaway, just go ahead and tackle him. Might as well, right?
Just go ahead and push him out of bounds.
So the only thing you wonder is that was so blatant, do you call it a personal foul? But no, it doesn't matter. It's 15 yards any which way you go. So that's probably the best penalty you'll see tonight.
as far as penalty goes, that's a pretty good one, I guess.
He definitely take care of that, so that'll push it from the 34 to the 49-yard line.
With 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the third.
That's it. So Westfield gives them some yardage there. They had 25 yards of positive offense here on this drive after going 3 out on their last 2 drives. We're going to get Brett Taylor on the camera. He's so wide. There he goes.
He's pushing in.
There he goes. Oh, it's going to be a fake quarterback keeper. And Forsyth brought down there by Vining after he picks up a gain of about 4 yards to the Westfield 47.
2nd and 6. Good run by Forsyth up the middle.
Yeah, he did a good job. I mean, you get the defense swaying that one way, trying to follow the speedy Thomas, and then take it up the middle. So 2nd and 6. Been trying to figure out what's on their helmet. Is that a spear?
Yeah.
Now,
I think so, yeah. I think it's at the, well, no, it's not.
The bubble screen there, first down. But it's like it's not the Florida State spear because it's a lot bigger.
Kind of, but just a little bit. They got the stickers on their helmets.
Yeah, that's normally for the good plays. But that is a good play right there for them as they pick up the first down to the 38-yard line. So they'll come set again with 4 wides. Man in motion, that's Thomas, and they're going to throw a penalty flag. I think they had 2 men moving at the same time.
Yep, I think you're right.
Both 2 flags on the field.
So that'll push
it always cracks me up when parents try to teach a game plan from the stands.
Right.
It's like, just say, just press that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam Johnson. Let me just pick on Sam Johnson. You're about 5'6", 160.
Right.
Go up and press that much bigger player.
Right.
Go play press man on Tyler Yoakley.
A little bit easier said than done, right?
Right. Westfield, who does not press really.
When they hand it off to the far side, the man slips as he tries to cut back. That's Marcus West, so that's going to lose 2 yards, and now
2nd and 17.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. So the penalty and then the loss on first down here.
I knew I was forgetting something. I didn't put the penalty yardage. That's
gotcha. That's all right. That's all right.
We're making it.
It's a patchwork crew, folks, but we're having a good time.
Boy, yeah, it is.
My first time doing this in 4 months. Actually, I didn't even do the first game. I was a cameraman the first game. My first time in a year.
Yeah, glad to have you back in the booth, man.
It's been cool. I'm going deep. I got a man, but it's too far. He was looking for number 15 that time. That was Landon Hall, incomplete.
Forsyth throwing out again that Westfield's been letting him get out, and he could either scramble for the first, but he decides to throw it downfield.
Just too far.
Yep.
So now it is 3rd down and 17 with 2:28 left to go in this third quarter. It's been with all these passes and the clock stopping, this has been a long game. It's already 9:45.
Yeah, I noticed that in the first quarter. I said, with this air raid and as quick as Westfield was able to score, I said, man, we've been here about 45 minutes. We're only halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, normally Westfield's used to some quick games running teams.
Yep.
Pressure up the middle.
Oh, gets
breaks
off
out of a couple tackles, still on his feet.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, my gosh, Forsyth.
And
he's still on
miss.
his feet. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds finally at the 34. But that could have been a big play. Go ahead, Max.
He kind of looked like the old Georgia Southern play with Adrian Peterson breaking many tackles.
Oh, yeah, the run, right?
Yep. Breaks a couple of tackles in the backfield, 2 or 3, and then he got out to the left once again, rolling out.
And now they got a much more manageable 4th down. It could have been about 4th down and 25, and now you're looking at 4th down and 6 or 7.
You see the escapability there.
And the offense coming out.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. They're kind of in no man's land here. So,
yeah, this is where you go for it if you're going to go. Just a weird place on the field. Yep, tried to get that cheap first down, and Westfield has gotten wise to that.
It's actually 4th and 5. They moved it up a little bit.
Snap.
Looking to play, pass, and he's got a man, and Westfield just watched him.
Yep.
What in the world were they doing?
Just bad coverage by Westfield, letting him get the ball right there.
Yeah.
First down.
Westfield's been playing soft a lot tonight, which, I understand that's your philosophy, but you don't play soft on them when they're 5 yards downfield. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just watched him catch it, and then you let him make the move on you. So that was just not a very good play from Westfield. And now it's 1st down and 10 inside the red zone. Quick pass, little screen set up, and it's complete to Yoakley, breaking tackle, still on his feet, and he's going to score.
Wow.
The Westfield defense absolutely fell asleep on those last two plays, and they give up a touchdown.
Fans frustrated on the Westfield side, having him on the sidelines. Westfield just letting him get through the tiny holes.
Yeah, that was just terrible tackling for Westfield that time. You had 3 or 4 guys who had a chance to make the tackle, and they did not do it. And now you're an extra point away from a tie ball game here with 1:55 to go before the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just a tunnel screen, and they set it up beautifully, and Westfield just ran right into it.
So it'll be Yoakley, the man who caught the touchdown. Probably been the player of the game for them. He's had a special teams touchdown. There's an offensive touchdown. And he's been kicking the extra points and the kicks.
Yoakley has been an impressive athlete here tonight.
It's been a big factor for the Warriors.
Absolutely, as he knocks that through. And we are tied at 35. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Hornet football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, It just puts me in a good mood.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy.
Spicy.
A little tang.
A crunch.
El crunch.
There's a lot of bacon on this thing. It's just oozing.
Delicious.
I just want dessert.
Give me some.
Very indulgent.
Now, this is delicious.
Shaky goodness.
And the nice crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
What about the tots? Tots are everything.
I use ice.
Welcome back here as we get set for the Swanson Restaurant kickoff with Westfield and Brookwood. We're back tied again, 35 apiece. Westfield had Brookwood in a 3rd down and 17. Looked like they were about to get the sack. And a good move by quarterback Dallas Forsyth. Got him out of trouble, made it about a 4th and 5. They pick it up, and then they find Nathan Yoakley for the score. And the extra point is good, and we're back again, knotted at 35.
You know what I've been noticing is, one part of each team has been stepping up big, and then the other side, like the offense for Westfield, has been pretty good these last 2 drives. And Westfield, having a tough drive right here, just trying to stop the Warriors. They had them trying to put up a 2-possession game, but let the game slip out their hands, and now we're tied at a piece, 35 piece.
Yep, it's been tough for Westfield. It's been a battle all night long.
Yoakley set to kick off here.
And the kick, end over end kick, it'll be taken at the 15. That is Noah Blackman. Blackman up across the 25. Hit there, bounces off a tackle, and now still on his feet. And he just keeps going backwards, unfortunately. He got it out to about the 29, probably right on the 25.
Yeah, and ended up sacrificing 4 yards. Thought about a big play, but couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, the lineman pushing him, trying to shrug off the tackles, but didn't get quite much the yardage he wanted.
No, it was sometimes, you get rewarded for those hard-working plays, and sometimes it goes against you. And that was unfortunately one of those ones.
Yep.
If you would have gone down, you're probably about 5 yards front of where you are right now.
Yep, in the long run and the short run.
That's it. So here's Black out to the right side. Wingbacks puts a man in motion. That's Falk. And quarterback keeper up the middle. Ooh, he kind of held that a little loose there. Almost had it poked out, but he does pick up 3 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as we're down about 90 seconds to go in this third quarter with Westfield and Brookwood tied up at 35. And the last scoring update we had, I think it was 37-0. John Millage was on top or had won that game up in Milledgeville. So the winner of this will head to Milledgeville next week to take on the defending state champs, the John Millage Academy Trojans.
And that will be a hard-fought battle with whoever, Westfield already played them once, got blown out 41-0. And that was just 1 week ago, I think.
Yeah, they're going to have to pick it up. And right now, Westfield is not having the rhythm they had on the previous drive as he gets no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8, and not the situation you want to be if you're Westfield.
No, absolutely not.
And the clock getting close to about 40 seconds.
So let's see what Westfield does here on 3rd down and 8.
And And Viking is going to take the snap here for Westfield. Walker Young in motion.
He's going to roll out, looking to pass. He's going to throw. Incomplete. He kind of threw it between two receivers. He had Porter Falk and he had Wyatt Young. Threw it between them, and now Westfield is going to have to punt it back to Brookwood, who's got all the momentum here right now, as they have tied it up at 35, and there's 15 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Close to close it out to go into one of the biggest quarters in the game of football, the fourth.
That's it.
So we need to close it out with a big touchdown or a big drive here.
Well, they're going to have to punt right now on 4th and 8. As back deep to receive is Yoakley. I would kick it away from him because he has been a difference maker all night long for the Brookwood Warriors. So Cole back deep to receive the snap, and they're going to bring the house, and he gets it away. Wobbly kick. It will take a big-time Westfield roll inside to 35, down inside to 30, and be touchdown at the 29-yard line. That is a, 22 plus 21, 43-yard punt by Cole Miller. Big punt right there. Flips field a little bit for Westfield. Now the defense needs to step up.
You know, they have been kicking it on both sides of the field. They do not kick it in the middle. They kick it on either the far left or the far right.
And that time there, they went down the middle and were able to get some good roll. And we'll see what Westfield does here. They held them pretty well until those fourth down play.
Yep.
And now Westfield's got 3.9 seconds here to close out this third quarter. Let's see if they can hold them as they did to start the third quarter in a couple of 3-and-outs.
You know, if I were the Warriors here, I would just send it deep here to end the quarter and, get it, just get some good offense brewing.
We'll see.
Get some good offense in here past the 50-yard line.
Why are they moving? The ball moved inside the 29
what is
on
going
the
on
near
here?
hash, and they're putting it
What
on
in the world?
I have never seen this before.
This makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, they're okay. They're going to talk about it. That's good.
It should be on the 29, and it should be on the near hash, not on the far hash.
Yeah, now they're moving it back to the near hash.
Somebody watching this game on a mirror.
They should line it up with the logo in the middle because that's where.
Well, no, it rolled inside the 30 though. It should be at the 29.
Now it needs to be moved backwards a couple of yards.
Unless they're musical chairs.
Oh, did it touch one of the Westfield players? Maybe?
It might have. It might have.
So quarterback keeper to the far side, and Forsyth is going to pick up maybe a yard. They're going to mark him there at the 34, and that'll do it on the third quarter. As we go to the fourth, it's all tied at 35 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's one act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri High Y and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Welcome back here as we get set for the fourth quarter with Westfield and Brookwood knotted up at 35 here in the first round of the GISA AAA state playoffs. Westfield is led for the majority of the game, but Brookwood has been very feisty and have kept themselves in this one with a couple big plays here and there, and then it's going to come down to the last 12 minutes.
Yeah, hey, look, tied game in the fourth quarter of the first round of the playoffs. What more could you want?
Yeah, it's there's a snap. Pass quickly out, complete to Yoakley. Yoakley trying to cut back. Good job there by number 2 that time, Brody McDaniel for Westfield. And he's shaking up a little bit, kind of holding that left shoulder.
Ooh, might have gotten popped out of his socket. Someone's going to have to pop that thing back in. And It won't feel good, but he'll be okay.
Yeah, Joe's going to check on him there.
Yeah, he was hanging limp, like he couldn't raise it.
Might be one of those stingers.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 7 to go for Brookwood here on their own 36.
It's an okay start to the drive here by the Warriors as he's going to roll out, and he's going to have nobody.
Yep, incomplete. He was looking over that way to number 15, Landon Hall. So Westfield's defense holds here, and they're going to force a punt. Good start to the 4th quarter for the Hornets, and they'll get the ball back in a tie ball game. 35 all. Noah Blackman will be back deep to receive, and on the punt will be number 1, Raj Waldrop.
Yet again, this has been a very start of defensive. Again, big stop by Westfield, and the Warriors have been stopping the offenses.
Yeah, we'll see who comes out in the battle here. On top is Westfield.
Is going to line up.
Yeah, it's going to be Blackman back deep. Waldrop gets it away. They kick it, and it will take a backwards bounce for Westfield.
Yeah.
They're going to let it roll to the 39, and good field position for Westfield here to start 1st and 10.
I think it's right on the 40. I think it's right on the 0.
It's close. I mean, it's right there. They're going to mark it at the 39-yard line. So Westfield, again, how they determine the hash. There we go, right in the middle of the field. I was wondering. I thought he was setting the football up on the far side again. I was wondering what was going on. So 11-17 to go in this 4th quarter. Vining's got the play. I wish we could find out. Brett, I asked him if they could find the stats, and he says he doesn't have a stat guy up there. So
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He's got to be close to 300 yards of rushing, I would think.
Yeah, Gavin, he needs about 64 more right here.
That would be a good recipe. Falk got the corner, got the edge across the 50. Stiff arm, still on his feet, and he's brought down inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Brought down there by Ethan Myers. And that was a man-on-man right there. Those are the 2 biggest players probably.
That was the best run that Porter Falk has had all night.
And a phenomenal run by Porter Falk, finding the outside and cutting on the inside.
Yeah, he found that sideline. You saw how quickly he realized.
Inside.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I got the edge.
Yep.
I'm going. So a good run there.
Falk not a burner, but usually good for falling forward.
Absolutely. That's a 23-yard gain on that run, and now Westfield in business here. Has it 1st and 10 at the Brookwood 38.
As Blackman comes in.
And he goes in motion. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper bouncing to the outside. Now it squeezes just inside the tackle of Myers down to the 34 or 33-yard line to pick up a 5.
Good run by Vining with a good read, just getting to like the inside of the right or the left corner, excuse me.
Yeah.
Getting a good gain of at least 4 or 5 yards.
It was a great run, and Myers was there. Vining, he doesn't look like the best, athlete or anything like that, but he's one of those guys. He reminds me of, Brant, is watching that Gatewood team. Remember how they were?
Yep.
They had just a surprising athleticism, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that quarterback's still there. He's still on that team.
Yeah, they were something to watch last year up at Mercer. Handoff goes far side, and it goes to Young. Young going to be pushed out of bounds close to the 1st down marker. They're going to mark him out at the 29.
And that'll be a
3rd down and 1, I think.
Yep, and they're going to mark it right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think they just inside of it at the 29. He needed to get to the 28. So it'll be.
Yeah, if I'm Westfield, I'm really not taking any risks here. I'm probably just going with the QB sneak.
I agree. With the unlucky things they've had happen.
With the craziness you've had so far in this game, just quarterback sneak it, get the yard, and run some more clock, keep your offense on the field.
Just keep running the ball and keep doing QB sneaks because it has been working, throwing the Warriors' defense off all game long.
Yeah, they haven't had a problem moving. It's just been sometimes, look like a false start or something, but no call. And I think look at that. The Brookwood coach is over there saying, man, what in the heck? You missed that. But it works out for Westfield, 1st and 10 at the 26, is it 26 or 27? 26-yard line.
Just smart play by Rob, just trying to ice the clock to get down to the wire to start scoring.
Talking about Vining? Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a good job. Now they'll relay the play in. That is Walker Young coming in. And it will be 1st and 10 here at the 26. Westfield taking their time, trying to drain as much clock as they can as we're down to 17 on the play clock.
And 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
Uh-oh, what do we got? A stoppage here? What's the...
They blew the whistle. Not really sure what the stoppage is.
I'm not either.
the Whitecaps going over to talk to that
the head coach
Brookwood sideline.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, it looked like a false start on Westfield on that last play, and I'm sure he's been letting them have it. And I think maybe the referee's kind of telling them, okay, I heard you, and you've had your say. The play happened. We're moving on.
In this kind of situations, I would be, like him, trying to get my defense and, telling you're missing penalties and you need, to see these things. But the referee's not backing off.
Nope, and he's the ultimate one who has the power. So you're going to lose that battle 10 times out of 10.
Yep, and eventually, if you keep going long enough, the ref will throw a flag on you.
Yep.
We're good out this game.
And a quarterback keeper, they got the ball, and he's still dragging defenders inside the 20 down to the 19.
Galvin Vining has this surprising athleticism for a young, skinny guy.
He does.
Very skinny guy. He has fast legs, and he can break tackles and is not afraid to get in the mix.
That's true. He picks up 7 down to the 19. Relay the play in. I feel a little breeze coming in here. Bishop Smallwood. Kind of feels good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been hot.
61 degrees.
Yeah, it's been good football weather, football watching weather.
Oh,
here. I mean, it's the kind of weather that gives play-by-play guys or color commentators cramps, like Brett. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to be close to the first down. I think with the spot, they're going to give it to him. He's inside the 16, so it'll be first down and 10 for Westfield in the red zone here. They need to capitalize and score a touchdown.
With 8 minutes and about 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, they got to do something because, oddly enough, Westfield's been their best on long touchdown runs. It's when they get down into these situations that they start freezing up and having bad things happen.
Yep, that really started against Gatewood. In Gatewood, they had three trips inside the 5-yard line, came away with 3 combined points, and ever since then they've really just had red zone troubles. But that's where it started, and would love to exercise those demons tonight.
Man in motion, that's Falk. He gets the handoff. He's got the corner. Falk cuts inside the 10, bowls over his own blocker. He fumbles, but it's picked right back up into the hands of Westfield. Oh, my gosh, how lucky was that? That ball popped straight up into the hands of Noah Blackman.
That has to be one of the luckiest plays I've seen all night long.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, boy.
One of the third fumbles from all these players.
I know. That thing popped up, hit his helmet.
It's going to give Coach Fitz antacid.
You can clear as day see that giant brown football. But luckily they got in there and got it.
Oh, that's the type of thing that makes me not like. That's the type of thing that made me decide I wanted to go into commentary and not actually coaching football.
Yeah,
because I got kind of stuck between the two for a couple of years, and it was things like that.
Yes, because that's the guy you want to have the ball in his hands. One of your toughest runners, and just the most unlucky helmet to the ball. Pops that thing up. So Max, you want to say hey to Colt Montgomery?
Hey Colt Montgomery, I know you're at home watching me.
So here we go. First down and goal at the 5. And the quarterback coming around the right end, and he's going to
sneak and touchdown.
Gavin Vining follows his blockers. He's in for the score. That's at least his 4th, I believe.
Yep.
And Westfield now up 41-35, 7:12 to go here in the 4th quarter.
He reminds me of Mike Vick.
That's high praise right there, my man. You're giving him high praise.
Oh, don't make Mike Vick comparisons.
He's left-handed and he's fast, right?
People got mad at us last time we made Mike Vick comparisons.
Oh, really? You said it before about him?
No, it was the championship game with Frederica and John Millich 2 years ago, I think it was. They had Jalen Simpson now playing corner at Auburn.
Oh, that's right.
And
that's right. People get so mad about that stuff.
Yeah, you said he's like Michael Vick. He can just he can make you miss in a phone booth.
Yeah.
He's got the pump fake power. He can do anything.
Extra point on its way. It is up and it is good. So it's 7:12 to go here in the 4th quarter. Westfield in this seesaw affair retakes the lead 42-35 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. 42-35, 7-12 to go in this fourth quarter. Sam Johnson, let's see what they do here. Again, I'll be the proponent that says, kick it out of bounds.
At least kick it deep. When they're not catching it at the 30-yard line, you're getting pretty good kick coverage.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Get it in the air, at least.
At least try to get it to maybe the front of the end zone. Try to get a touchback.
I don't think Sam Johnson has the leg for that.
No,
No, I don't
TJ
think
Thomas
so at
takes
all.
it, makes a man miss, and he'll get out and drag people close to the 40 to about the 39. They're going to mark him at the 40. So it ended up where I thought it would, at the 40.
There you go.
So should have just not wasted any time. No risk of injury.
So Forsyth's going to come out and lead the Warriors on their third or fourth drive of the
second half?
Half, yeah.
So we'll see what they do here. Forsyth with his team trailing. It seems like he relishes these moments. He actually is better when they're behind. So they've gone 3 and out when they've been tied, and now they're trailing again, and see if they can get something going. Quick little screen pass out to Thomas. Thomas got blockers out in front, and he's got close to a first down as he dives across the 50. And they're going to say he stepped out at the 48.
Got room. He got some room out the flat. I think that's the place called a bubble screen, where you just run out the flat, wait for it, and get it, and cut to the outside.
So that's an 8-yard gain on the pass play.
I didn't know what a bubble screen was at 10 years old.
I was about to say, I was kind of like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
You just...
We get you. We're acknowledging how impressive that is. So.
I know what it is now.
Yeah. At 24,
Yeah,
right?
know.
Or 22?
At 22.
22. I gave you a couple of years, Brant.
Yeah, there you go.
It's that luscious
I wish
hair.
I was 24. I'd be gone.
That luscious mane of hair you got makes you 2 years older.
Dude, at like 15, I'll know like the whole NFL plays. I'll know the whole
pump
playbook.
fake did he catch that
Yeah,
one-handed?
I think he did. Caught somebody with a
What
with a
a
man on
catch in
his
the
back.
first
That's a
down.
great job.
Man, that's who was that? Number 15, Landon Hall.
Wow, that is one of the greatest catches.
Yeah, we've seen tonight for sure.
Yeah, one of the top 5 plays, and maybe the top 3.
Well, they had a catch too. I don't remember who caught it down the sideline earlier. And that one though, because he wanted a quick pass, and Westfield got up in the throwing lane. And
Man, I just want to say real quick, thank you all. Got 200 viewers right now. That's the most we've had by far this season. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Means a lot.
Yes, absolutely. First down and 10 here. Pass, throws out to Thomas, trying to set up some blockers.
And a good cut in the
this is
inside.
where he makes some trouble, and he's got a first down. Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Thomas holding his ankle over there.
Yeah,
A little shaky coming up.
hopefully he's all right. Young man, freshman, elite playmaking skills. He tells the referee he's okay.
He is a tiny little dude. He reminds me of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
comparison.
that's pretty
a little
close.
bit
You know,
smaller,
as short
watching.
as he looks, Max, he's my height.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's 5'8". I'm 5'8".
Wow.
Man.
No, he's right. He's 5'8".
Yeah, he's listed at 5'8". Let's be clear.
Now they throw it out to him the other side. And he's going to be brought down inside the 35. Tackle made from behind by Coleman Williams after a pickup of about 4 yards to the 33-yard line. And now I think the referee's going to make Thomas come out because he
was a little gimpy, and now he's down on the field anyway.
And this is a bad injury for the Warriors because he has been really coming alive for this last drive.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their biggest playmakers. Him, and then you throw in 25 as well, Yokley.
Yes, very.
So Westfield gets a breather here because it looks like they're kind of on their heels right now defensively.
And Forsyth has been a big playmaker, rolling out and doing everything he can to lead this offense to a first down or touchdown.
Yeah, right now they need the touchdown to tie this thing up. It's 42-35.
With 5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, 5:52 on the clock. Clock will run there on the whistle, and Forsyth puts Yokley in motion. He's going to hand it off to him to the far side. Good block on the edge, and he is flipped up.
Flipped up by number 2 strong. Oh, my bad. He is flipped up by Brody McDaniel.
Yeah, McDaniel.
Yeah, that's the best they defended that play all night.
Yeah, because they've been giving him the edge.
Looks like he flipped him by at least like the rib cage, and he fell down on his helmet, I think.
Down to the 29. So it's 3rd down and 3, obviously 4-down territory.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, you're down in the game. You got to score a touchdown. There's no sense. So you can take a shot here maybe if you want.
Yeah, if you feel like you can get 3 yards. They're not going to. Just going to hand it right up the middle, the big guy.
Fullback dive. Up the middle, he's going to get first down.
Yep, Ethan Myers. He is not a guy. I mean, if there's two positions, offensively and defensively, that a guy can play, it's fullback and linebacker.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the exact same
100%.
I mean, you've got like the big body shape. You can lay a hit. You can bust.
Your job is to deliver punishment no matter which side of the ball you're on.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely. Westfield going to take a timeout.
So we'll be back in just a few moments here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence. Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
Welcome back here. 4:56 to go in this ball game with Westfield leading 42-35. Let's see if we can hear some final scores. So tipped area 1, 28-7. And JMA shutout. And Frederica won 34-27. So Frederica, tipped area, and John Millage winners tonight. And Brett is zoned in on absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he is.
He says he's terrible at camera work. There he goes.
In basketball, I understand because it's so quick, but football, I don't understand.
I think he's eating a Twinkie. So looking to pass. Oh, a little screen.
Oh, that's so pretty. They set that up so well.
Breaks a tackle, and he gets into the red zone.
Yep, down to the 13, 14-yard line, and now.
I think it's a 12.
Well, it's close. I can't tell if it's a first down or not. It is a first down.
Marcus West, 24. Another one of these really good playmakers for the Warriors.
So this game's going to come right down to the very end. I mean, it is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
One of the best high school games I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, it's back and forth, and we'll see what.
14. Throw it in the flat by Thomas.
And a good job. Westfield needs to bring him down. They do at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, to get a little shaky coming up after the play.
Yeah,
his leg has been killing him all this fourth quarter with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left.
Yeah, Westfield's going to have to hold serve. They got to try to close this thing out here.
Force a field goal.
Well, I don't think they're going to go for a field goal here with this.
Nope. They are going for it.
Take their chance while they can.
And motion.
And they're going to
put it back keeper right up the middle. Great job. I think that's Billy Jack Gregory who plugged the hole up.
Great
wrapped up his ankles.
Great hit.
So it's going to be third down and, well, 3.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
2.
we'll see.
Might be 2, I think.
Yeah, about 2.5, 3 yards to go. And they're at the 6-yard line, just inside the 7. And 3 minutes, 40 seconds left here on the clock in the fourth quarter. Forsyth in shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right side. He's going to throw quickly out to Thomas. Thomas has got it. He cuts inside. There could have been a block, and it's going to be, I think he's short. He is.
I think he's just short, but like we said.
Could have been a block in the back.
Yep, this is go for it territory.
No doubt. 4th down and 1. And it comes down to this play right here.
Yeah, this is pretty much your ball game. If you stop them here, you really like your chances. I mean, you're gonna have to run a few plays offensively, but your odds increase tremendously if you stop them on this play.
Well, you know who they're going to. 44, Ethan Myers up the middle.
If I were Kevin Kinsler, I would be on my toes.
He got it second effort, I think.
Yep, I think you're right.
They stopped him at first, but I think he got it on the second. He didn't initially go down. He bounced off of it, and he's got the first down, I believe, inside the 5 at the 4.
Yeah, he got hit in the backfield, but like we said earlier, just a big-bodied guy and delivers punishment well. And I think they're going to give him the 1st and goal. Yep, they will.
Yep, 1st down and goal for the Warriors.
This is the most, one of the most scariest positions the defense and Kevin Kinsler has been in the season.
Yeah, they got to hold serve here. I mean, it is.
This is game time right here. This is all for the game right here. And off.
Fake it, quarterback keeper, and he's in for the touchdown.
And we have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it depends on the extra point, but you're right. It's going to come down to the very end. We might be.
Yeah.
Westfield's been getting close on blocking these extra points a few times tonight.
This will be huge.
That's true. That's true. Look out for it.
Yoakley will come on to attempt the extra point. The hold will be by number 1, I believe.
And the fans are yelling, block it, do whatever you can. Don't let them tie it.
So here they go. All the miss it and all that. Everybody putting the hex on them, trying to. Extra point is on its way, and it is
right through
good.
the uprights.
So 2:38, and we are tied again at 42 and 42. Westfield got their chance. They have 2 timeouts, 2 minutes, 38 seconds on the clock. And, you know, Westfield, even though they're a running team, they're an explosive running team, Brant. And you got to like their chances, but you definitely got to make sure this is the very end.
Yeah, you have to pretty much hold the ball here. Of course, if you have a chance to go into the end zone, I mean, you may kneel it on the 1 here, and I don't know if you're telling your kids that. You may just say if you get a chance to score, go ahead and score because you'll take 7 points any way you can get them.
You know, if I were Vining, you know, I would go for a big play, throw it, get it down to the 20, spike it, run another play.
Well, it's 2:38. You're not spiking yet.
Not yet, but we'll see.
Well, by the time they'll probably get down here, will probably be at least a minute left, so might as well spike it.
I'm letting Gavin Vining run wild here.
Yeah, he's your guy. He's gotten you. He's been your main man all game. Do it again and see what we can do as Westfield will get the ball here after the kickoff. It is a Swanson Restaurant kickoff, and Yoakley will kick it away. Westfield's been getting good field position here.
Wouldn't be surprised if he either squibs this or kicks it out of bounds.
He's been squibbing, but, you know, Westfield's got good speed back there in the return game. They
do.
Noah Blackman and Wyatt Walker Young. I've been calling him Wyatt. I'm sorry, Wyatt. I know you're probably watching. Older brother.
Yep.
So here we go. Yoakley. They're going to kick it to Walker Young. Walker at the 13. Here he comes up the middle of the field.
Good block.
At the 30, 35, he's brought down at the 40-yard line. Good field position here for Westfield. As you have watched them all season long, Brant, I have not, but what kind of leg does Sam Johnson have?
He doesn't have a very strong leg.
Let the man has been covering him.
Sam's made a couple from about 30 or so, but you don't really want him. You don't really want to put that on and put this on his leg right now. He's not the strongest leg.
Well, the good thing is at this point, if I'm a kicker, if you get your chance, at the very worst, you're going to overtime.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
so that's
true.
got to make up for it. So Gavin Vining with a run up the middle, and he's going to dive out to the 48. You got plenty of time here. 2:25, 2 timeouts. You play with pace. You don't have to play out of control.
Play quick. Don't play in a hurry.
Right. So they have it now. 2nd down and 2 at the 47-yard line of their own. They're on the far hash, moving left to right here. And, Ryan Powers almost ran a little bit too far getting in formation. Handoff. Porter Falk to the edge. Got a block out in front. Porter Falk cuts back. Porter Falk at the 45. Breaking tackles down to the 42. 1st down and 10 for the Westfield Hornets.
Great run by Falk right there, just making the right read and getting up the middle and out to the left, or the right, outside, and just making the great read and getting the big 1st down for Westfield as they move the chains.
That's it. They're at the 42. Minute 52 left to go in the ball game, or in the 4th quarter, I should say, because you never know how long this one's going to go. Quarterback keeper, Vining, stiff arms, Vining dives, could not regain his footing, but he's down to the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 14 yards and another 1st and 10 for the Westfield Hornets.
He did the Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he did.
He actually got touched on that one.
Yeah, so Daniel Jones was out in the middle of nowhere.
Let's
the turf stopped.
Let's be nice to Gavin.
So minute 30 on the clock now. Westfield gives it off to Kallenbach, and he's spinning inside the 25. He's down to the 23. Down to a minute and 20 now on the clock. Westfield, they're going to get this thing right down to the end.
Yep, they are running that clock.
The crowd yelling for them to hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
I don't think you hurry up here. I think you have all the time you need.
You have 2 timeouts. You're feeling good. Yep. Down to 1 minute to go in the 4th. Handoff, far side. And Walker Young was a little indecisive, and he's brought down.
Gotta have your lead block in there. You gotta have that block. You have to be able to make that block on the edge.
So Walker Young brought down, and there's going to be a timeout by Westfield with 54 seconds. It'll be 3rd down and 9 after the 4-yard loss. And Westfield, from this point, it would be about a 44, 45-yard field goal if you were to attempt it. But obviously, you don't want to think about that. You want to pick up more yardage.
Yeah, you want to get a first down here. You want to take it. Well, honestly, at this point, you're thinking score.
Yeah.
You're thinking score. If you can score on this possession, if you can score on this play, get in the end zone.
I mean,
go ahead, bud.
Westfield has all the momentum, and they have one timeout. You know, I'm on my toes here. You know, Sam Johnson doesn't have a very strong leg. I say throw it deep, get it down to like 10, spike it, kick a field goal.
But Sam Johnson is accurate, though, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't
He is pretty accurate, yes.
So, you know, that's the thing. If you can pick up some yardage here, even if you don't get the first down, you make it a lot easier for him. But like I said, obviously your ultimate goal, pick up a first down. That's what you'd love to see more than anything. And then worry about that field goal as an extra point.
This is the game right here.
So 3rd down and 9.
Not really, because
we'll
really
see.
Here I'm looking for about 5 or 6 yards and trying to get the rest on 4th down.
Quarterback keeper, Vining, trying to get the. Oh, there's going to be a hold. There's going to be a hold. Oh, referee throws the flag right there at the feet of Andrew Fowler, I believe, number 58. What are we going to call here?
So that would make it 3rd and 18 or 4th and 8.
Not what you needed.
Originally, if there was no flag, that would be like 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 1 or even 3rd and inches or 4th and
Well,
inches.
they marked it at the 24, so it would have been about 3rd and 5. But let's see
4th
here.
and 5.
4th and 5. Holding.
Yeah, so holding on Westfield. Let's see if they take it. They're going to.
I would, because at 4th and 5, that makes it about a 39 or 41-yard field goal.
That's true.
Now you're out of field goal range. It's not even a question. And they're marking it. I thought it was from the previous spot. I didn't think you could mark it behind the line.
Yeah, I thought if it happened behind the line of scrimmage, then it was 10 yards from the line.
So
yeah, because it should be the previous line of scrimmage was at the 27.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 8, and now it's 3rd and 23. So clearly, we're off.
And the clock is running.
Walker Young joining the huddle here. Hurry up.
How is the clock running?
Running.
Oh. He's going to throw, or no, he's going to run it
He's going to run it.
on his feet, and he dives down to the 34. Gotcha. Okay, so the offending team has the option to start on the snap or run it. Westfield obviously chose to run it so that they could have a chance here and not give Brookwood a chance for another drive. So Westfield's going to take a timeout here and probably
that clock's still running. They haven't called a timeout yet.
They are now, and they're going to make one last Hail Mary attempt, I think, here as it'll be all or nothing. If we get it, it's a game over. If they don't, then it's overtime. I think that's the plan of action. So I appreciate having the official up here with us in the box explaining that.
Yeah, that's been a big help a couple of times this season.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously everybody watches college football, NFL, whatever. We think we know the rules, but high school is going to be different. So I did not realize, so I apologize to the officials there, that they do have the option, which was Westfield's choice, to allow the clock to run, and they did. And now they have 3 seconds, 2.6 to be exact. You get the clock, you throw it deep, and go to Ryan Powers, I got to imagine, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's who you're looking for on this one. My question is, how far can you throw it? Can you throw it 35 yards in the air?
And if it doesn't work out, you know, Gavin Vining is very elusive if you break down.
Yeah, that's true.
And you got to have somebody near him to do kind of but you don't want to pitch it around when you're in a tie ball game.
Oh, no, absolutely not. You either huck it up and get the touchdown here, or you're going to overtime.
You're going here to the right side. You got 3 guys here to the right side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they're going to take a timeout, Brookwood, to try to. They just want to see how Westfield's going to line up. Go ahead, Max.
If I'm either team here, I would be shaking. You know, I'm scared for both teams. I'm scared they got it on Brookwood's 40.
But see, this where you can't be scared. You're having fun, man. This is fun. This is football. This is playoffs.
This is why you watch football, dadgummit.
Yeah. I mean, it's nerve-wracking, but
This
it's
is all
fun.
or nothing right here. All or nothing. They're going to send it either a Hail Mary or either they're
Go to overtime.
Yep.
So high school overtime is what, from the 25?
I think it's from the 20. I'm not sure.
Okay. So the Westfield Hornets getting pumped up is Cal Langston, Mandy's brother, down there pumping up the crowd. Try to get them all excited. But yeah, if you're Westfield, I would still line up in the same situation. You put Ryan Powers here on the near side along with Noah Blackman and number 1 Walker Young. Throw it up. Hey, we saw DeAndre Hopkins do it, right?
Yep. This is maybe we can relive the moment in person.
Yeah, that's it.
That'll be insane.
So here they
Seeing
go.
that.
Got pressure. They're going to throw deep.
And
Ryan Powers
and he caught it.
No, it's intercepted, but it doesn't matter. It's the end of the game.
All right,
End of
overtime.
regulation. End of regulation, I should say. Yep.
Overtime we go.
Yep. It's almost time for overtime here from the Hornets' Nest. So Westfield and Brookwood have been in a tight game all day, all night long, and very fitting it will go to OT here from the Hornets' Nest. The teams will bring out the captains. I guess they'll do the coin toss and
to see who gets ball first.
So this is where you want to go on defense first if you have the choice.
Yep, absolutely.
Because then you do that. Excuse me, you do that, so then you know what you have to do when you get it back.
Yeah.
You know if they kick a field goal, you could score a touchdown and win. So it comes down to this.
If you score a touchdown on your first drive, it's over.
No. That's NFL. NFL is different. They start here from the 20-yard line, or 25, right? 25? 25-yard line. Each team gets a possession. And if whoever scores has the highest point, they didn't even bring out the captains. It's the coaches.
Ooh.
So it'll be Coach Fitz out there for Westfield and the Brookwood head coach. I'm sorry, I do not have his name on my roster. But they'll meet at midfield. Do the coin toss as it's cooled down a little bit.
Very cool down from like 66.
It says it's 61, but I don't believe it. It feels a lot cooler all of a sudden.
Feels like it's 58.
That 3 degrees makes all the difference, doesn't it?
It really does.
Even if it drops 1, it even makes a big difference.
So let's see the teams talking here at midfield. They'll do the coin toss. The visiting team will get the call heads or tails. And then they determine which way they want to go on the field.
I love how Fitz wears his headphones. You know, he's got his mic all the way up here. He's wearing them on his head.
Well, he's got to be able to hear what the ref's saying, so
Yeah.
he's got to do his thing.
I mean, but he always wears it like that. I could see him on the sideline, you know, doing his little stride. But like,
Coach Fitz, though, how about a great job by him in his first year? He's kind of been
I mean, he is doing insane for the first
in his
year.
first season as Westfield's head coach, he has gotten the playoffs to come back here to the Nest, and that is a big deal.
Oh, yeah, and he, was labeled as the interim guy.
Right.
And he's done an excellent job. We obviously know how great of a baseball coach he is.
Yes, and has led his team to playoffs in baseball, too.
Oh, yeah, he's a remarkable baseball coach.
Everything he touches just wins, man.
That's it, Fitz magic. So let's see, who gets the ball first?
It's like Magic Johnson.
So what do we do here?
I think
The ref hasn't
Westfield
made
has
any.
So I think it's Brookwood who gets it.
You can never tell because it looks like Westfield's on offense.
It does look like Westfield's
Doesn't it?
offense. Yeah.
But see, a lot of these guys play both ways.
They were just going
most everybody
this way.
plays both ways, so it's hard
But
to
they
tell.
were just going this way, so I
Right,
think
well,
they're
they can
gonna go this
determine which side. It doesn't matter which side.
way. Oh, okay.
So they can choose. Let's see. I think Westfield, Vining, and Coach Fowler's in there, so it's got to be.
Yeah.
Because Coach Kinsler's not in that pile there making this call. I'm going to stand up. My knee getting a little stiff. My old age.
There goes
So here comes the Westfield offense on the field. They'll start first. So obviously Brookwood won the toss, and they wanted to go on defense first to see what the Westfield offense does. On the flip side, being the contrarian point of view, if you're the second team and the other team scores a touchdown, you're kind of nervous because then you really know the pressure's on.
you could
put yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah, the game could end in a hurry at that point.
Yeah, your defense, if you're Brookwood and you let the Westfield score, you're in a bad position and you're looking to be,
It's win or go home, man.
Yep. Playoffs.
That's
overtime in the playoffs.
Not regular
What more could you want, folks?
That's it.
She's right here. Live
Westfield,
from the nest.
That's it. Westfield starts it 1st and 10 on the 25 here in overtime number 1. Man in motion. They're going to keep the quarterback keeper. Vining. Ooh, good tackle there. None other than number 44, Ethan Myers, yet again makes the tackle. Short gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
As Walker Young comes to the sideline
Well, he gets the play call, and then they shuffle back in. So he kind of alternates out with number 26, Bishop Smallwood. They get the play from Coach Fowler and relay it in.
We'll tell the play to Vining, and we're setting up.
So Vining under center, wing backs, and he puts Bishop Smallwood in motion. And Vining, oh my, what a hit by Ethan Myers.
Someone blocked that guy.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Ethan Myers has got to be the defensive player of the game on that side of the ball for
Absolutely.
Brookwood here tonight. He has been all over the field.
He has been a force tonight.
Laying hits and everything.
So 3rd down and 6, and going to be 4-down territory. Got to be, because you don't. I mean, that's a long
you don't want to kick a field goal at this point.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. So you don't have to get it all here. So 3rd down and 6. They'll put Powers out to the right side. And Vining. Give it inside. Falk dives. Got a 1st down. He got right to the marker, and that's a 1st and 10.
That's big. Falk saw the contact coming from his right side and was able to dive forward for the 1st down instead of taking that hit.
Yeah.
Really great job of being aware of where you are on the field as well.
Exactly.
One of the best plays tonight by Westfield.
Yeah, Falk unselfish that time. Like you said, he could have taken the blow and maybe tried to drive it. He said, no, I'm going to just dive and know that I got the 1st down.
Know where you are on the field. Good job.
Just try to get my team in the best position to win.
So 1st down and 10 here at the 15. And they're going to give it off to Walker Young. Young got the corner, got a blocker. Walker Young leaps. Is he in?
And he was out of bounds.
Out at the 1. They're marking him at the 1.
How are you going to mark him out at the 1? Now they're going to say the 2. How can you call him out at the 1 if he's in the air?
Man,
that makes
I don't
no
know.
sense.
Maybe that ball didn't get over the pylon. It looked like a touchdown from our angle for sure.
Well, I just don't know how you can mark him out at the 1 if he doesn't.
I know. Well, his right leg, his right foot was pointing at the 1 yard line. His left foot was pointing at the goal line.
Yeah.
So it's a right leg, left leg thing.
Yeah, I agree with Brent. It looks like he got his left foot maybe out at the 1-inch line.
Well, they're going to say he stepped out about the 2.
So quarterback sneak, folks.
I would. Right up the middle.
Call.
Nothing fancy. There you go. QB sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Westfield.
And
the crowd was a little late to react.
Yep.
That was kind of the weirdest touchdown I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, you usually don't see somebody just pop out of the other side of a pile on a QB sneak.
Yeah.
But that time they certainly did.
Did you do it?
So a big-time extra point on the way here.
Yep. Fitz was pointing for the extra point, not the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they always line up with that offensive huddle on the far side from the kicker just to see if they can get some alignment issues. So the kick is up, and it is good. So that's a big play there from Westfield. That's major. So now a turnover or a 4th. Let me put it this way. Brookwood has to score a touchdown on this possession. If they don't, Westfield wins. They're going to Milledgeville to face John Millage next week.
Win or go home.
Yep. And if Brookwood scores a touchdown here and they kick the extra point and they tie it, we will go to a 2nd overtime.
And if I were Brookwood, I would have a lot of pressure because, you're down in overtime. And, overtime, whoever scores and stops, or in the NFL, if you score, you win. but
Right. This ain't the NFL.
no, it's not. What?
So now it'll be down to Westfield holding them here and to win the ball game. Great first game for you, Max.
Yep.
Yeah, this is by far the most drama we've seen all year. We had another game in a tie that we thought was going into overtime, but ended up not doing so. So we'll see what Brookwood's plan is here. Keep in mind, a turnover of any kind wins the game, so you might see Westfield trying to jump some routes here, and that one's incomplete, second down.
Yeah, he was looking that time for Yoakley. He just dropped it. I think he was trying to run before he caught it.
I think he kind of underthrew that ball as well. And it might have landed in between his feet.
Yeah, a little low in that pass.
I need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. I mean, not a 2-point conversion.
Extra point. Once you get to I think it's the third overtime, you go for 2, I think, right?
That's the college rule, but I'm not sure if that is the rule in high school as well.
Hopefully that's all academic here.
Yeah.
Ooh, just over the outstretched hands. Tackle missed, but a good job of following up and making the tackle on the back end by Brody McDaniel.
And T.J. Thomas with the reception, and that is one of his third or fourth, fifth catch.
He's had a couple of catches tonight. He's been a big factor for that Brookwood offense.
Of the same play this whole time, it's been throwing Westfield off.
Yeah, he's going to be a big player for them in the future. He's only a freshman.
Yeah, I don't be surprised if he attends some big college like Tennessee.
Hey, you never know.
Somebody.
Tennessee, I wouldn't give them the credit. I know, we're just messing with him.
Kentucky or something like that.
He could be one of those little water bug kind of players out there, you know?
Yeah.
Making a
maybe.
He could be
play.
like the third string
You never know.
wide receiver or something.
So here comes pressure. And he's got a man wide open. Busted coverage.
Touchdown.
Westfield let him get behind him, and that was an easy 6 for Brookwood.
Wow.
And number 7, Jacob Lauderdale.
Yep. He snuck behind the defense, and Sam Johnson came up as the quarterback got out of the pocket.
Looks
and now,
like we're about to go to a second overtime.
well, if you get the extra point.
Which is most likely to happen.
So let's see. Westfield just busted coverage.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to go for 2.
Going for 2. They're thinking
they want to win this game.
So here's your ball game.
Here we go, right here.
Guts. I like the guts, though. I love it.
I understand.
This is incredible.
I love it.
Here we go.
Handoff.
It's a snap.
And
Ethan Myers.
Is he in?
He's in.
They're saying
He's
stopped.
He's down. Westfield
wins. Westfield wins.
They win off a stop at the 1-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
One of the
Ethan
best.
Myers, that play has worked all night long, and look at Coach Fitz.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
If you're Brookwood, I would be crying right now. That is the most upsetting play.
Oh, my goodness.
At the 1-inch yard line. What a stop.
Ethan Myers has been the player of the game for Brookwood all night, and Westfield just stood him up at the goal line, and they win on that.
That's one of the best football games I've seen in a long time.
That is one of the best games I've seen here at the
and
Nest.
hats off to Brook.
That is probably the best game I've covered since I started working for this broadcast group.
Props. I mean,
hats off to Brookwood, though, to have the guts to make that call.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Just
kudos
go ahead
to
and
them.
win the game, man.
They played their hearts out, and they deserve it. Both sides should give a round of applause to these two teams. They played their hearts out tonight.
I'm on my feet jumping. I still can't believe what I just saw.
So we're going to move into our Westfield Booster Club post-game show.
Wow.
Man, what a game. What an absolute game.
Yeah, it was an
Move on
amazing.
to round 2.
Yeah, John Millage.
Headed up to Milledgeville next weekend.
That will be a tough game.
Ooh.
Tough.
Man, what a game. What a first playoff win for Coach Fitz.
No kidding. Fitz magic.
Yep. So our player of the game, going to have to give that to Gavin Vining.
Oh, yeah.
Just played excellent
game.
from the quarterback position all night long.
Wow, what a matchup. Westfield wins this one 49-48. What a ball game.
I tried to keep my stats right. I believe Vining had at least
Don't even try to go.
No.
I tried.
No, you're good.
At least have like
he was close,
300
but
yards.
next week we'll
4
be
touchdowns.
on the road up in Milledgeville, assuming they allow everybody to do it, as it will be John Millage and Westfield in a rematch of 2 weeks ago. There's Brett Ted as we get wrapping up this broadcast.